unity ló dára kájọ fìmọ̀ ṣọ̀kan àgbájọwọ́ la fi sọ̀yà ẹnìkan ìjà wa dé. Unity ló dára kájọ fìmọ̀ ṣọ̀kan unity ló dára kájọ fìmọ̀ ṣọ̀kan àgbájọwọ́ la fi sọ̀yà ẹnìkan ìjà wa dé. Unity ló dára kájọ fìmọ̀ ṣọ̀kan unity ló dára kájọ fìmọ̀ ṣọ̀kan àgbájọwọ́ la fi sọ̀yà ẹnìkan ìjà wa dé. Unity ló dára kájọ fìmọ̀ ṣọ̀kan unity ló dára kájọ fìmọ̀ ṣọ̀kan àgbájọwọ́ la fi sọ̀yà ẹnìkan ìjà wa dé. Àyírípo ọwọ́ mẹ́jọ Mr. Popular lójú ọmọ ìjọ níyà o òṣùṣù ọwọ́ sóhun ló lè gbálẹ̀ mọ́ àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá kó tún òjì rẹ̀ o kájọ finú kan bára wa lò lóòótọ́ ìmọ̀ wa tí ó ṣọ̀kan la fi ń kó àjẹrà. Àyírípo ọwọ́ mẹ́jọ Mr. Popular lójú ọmọ ìjọ níyà o òṣùṣù ọwọ́ sóhun ló lè gbálẹ̀ mọ́ àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá kó tún òjì rẹ̀ o kájọ finú kan bára wa lò lóòótọ́ ìmọ̀ wa tí ó ṣọ̀kan la fi ń kó àjẹrà. Ògiri ò lánú lẹ̀ láì fọ̀rẹ́fà o aláǹpọ̀ nílé ààyè wọ́bẹ̀ o àwọn ọmọ kó tún òjì rẹ̀ o ìfọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ sóhun àlòyẹ wa káyé torí àtẹnujẹ tara wa lọ́pọ̀ o àwọn onílé ríra tó bá padà wá dọ̀ táwa gbẹ̀rú láyé ó máa sọ̀rọ̀ àjọbí. Táwa gbẹ̀rú láyé ó máa sọ̀rọ̀ àjọbí. Táwa gbẹ̀rú láyé ó máa sọ̀rọ̀ àjọbí. Ó ṣe Yorùbá kó ṣe Yorùbá ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation fi wá bí ìfàmìfà o Yorùbá nation ó yẹ kó lè múlẹ̀ ni àwa náà ló máa padà wúlò fún ìṣọ̀kan ọmọ Yorùbá ló fi lè rákùn òun ló lè yọ wá kúrò lóko àwọn ẹrú oko ẹrú àwọn ẹ̀dá amúnisìn fúnni lóko ọ̀pẹ̀rú. Ó ṣe Yorùbá kó ṣe Yorùbá ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation fi wá di ìfàmìfà o Yorùbá nation ó yẹ kó lè múlẹ̀ ni àwa náà ló máa padà wúlò fún ìṣọ̀kan ọmọ Yorùbá ló fi lè rákùn òun ló lè yọ wá kúrò lóko àwọn ẹrú oko ẹrú àwọn ẹ̀dá amúnisìn fúnni lóko ọ̀pẹ̀rú. Yorùbá nation ó ní láti wáyé ohun tó wá gbàlámọ́ fún. Yorùbá nation ó ní láti wáyé ohun tó wá gbàlámọ́ fún. Fúlàní pa wá wọ́n rẹ̀ wá àgàgà nínú gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì Yorùbá ó lẹ́nu. Òwe Yorùbá kan máa ló sọ pé a ò kí n kéré òní dínkù ẹni orí ilẹ̀ bàbá wa Fúlàní àjẹ́ olóko bá gbóko ẹ̀ lákìlẹ́yìn jẹ́ Fúlàní àpò màlúù wọnú oko olóko bá tún ní kó sọ̀rọ̀ ìwò pé kanko làwọn Fúlàní dúró. Àìmọye ọmọ Yorùbá ni wọ́n ti kidnap àwọn Fúlàní yìí iná kidnap wọn. Mélòó la fẹ́ kà léyìn àdìpẹ̀lẹ̀ o ibi tàbádé iná ò ní láti tóge. Ọmọ Yorùbá wa ẹ jẹ́ ká sowọ́pọ̀ o ibi ìyàjẹ́wádé ò ní láti tóge. Ẹni bá ló mọ̀ ká fi ṣírò ara wa o ọmọ Yorùbá wa ẹ jẹ́ ká ronú o. Yorùbá nation ó ní láti wáyé ohun tó bá gbàlámọ́ fún. Torí bá ṣe tán tí yóò pẹ̀ dà o àgbẹ̀ ìpàdé àwòrán ìyá tí ó bá jẹ́ ńgá ọmọ Yorùbá gbé láwọn alálẹ̀ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ìyàn gbòdòǹgò owó bàbá dá mi o lórúkọ yàtọ̀ àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá. Torí bá ṣe tán tí ó gbé dán àgbẹ̀ ìpàdé àwòrán ìyá tí ó bá jẹ́ ńgá ọmọ Yorùbá gbé àwọn alálẹ̀ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ìyàn gbòdòǹgò owó bàbá dá mi o lórúkọ yàtọ̀ àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá. Wọ́n dé ìgboro owó bàbá dá mi ó tilẹ̀kùn mọ́rí tán tún bara ẹ̀ lẹ́rù. Arógun mọ́tìdì akọni lójú ogun. Sunday Ìgbòho gbowó bàbá dá mi o. Ó tilẹ̀kùn mọ́rí tán tún bara ẹ̀ lẹ́rù. Arógun mọ́tìdì akọni lójú ogun. Ọmọ Adéyẹmọ Sunday Ìgbòho. Ẹni èèmọ̀ ẹni bí èèmọ̀. Ìyàn kan tó ní ètò bara ẹ̀ lẹ́rù o. Ẹrù jẹjẹ ní gbogbo ẹlẹ́kílẹ̀ o. Òṣà olótìtọ́ tí ó kí n mú jẹ. Ẹni wádìí ẹ̀ ìdá èyí tó ń wá. Ọmọ Adéyẹmọ Sunday Ìgbòho. Ẹni èèmọ̀ ẹni bí èèmọ̀. Ìyàn kan tó ní ètò bara ẹ̀ lẹ́rù o. Ẹrù jẹjẹ ní gbogbo ẹlẹ́kílẹ̀ o. Òṣà olótìtọ́ tí ó kí n mú jẹ. Ẹni wádìí ẹ̀ ìdá èyí tó ń wá. Ẹni fojú di Sunday ó fojú di kú. Ẹ jẹ́ kó máa yé e. Kó ṣàbẹ̀rù táyé péjọ sí ni. Òkè ńlá tẹ́ni kankan ò létí. Àkàndá ẹ̀hàn táyé ń bọ̀ nígboro. Arókùn dáadé ní Sunday Ìgbòho. Yóò kí òkun ti di ó. Kò ṣe forí sọ àpáta ńlá mọ̀ ni. Fíyàn lóhun ní wèrè kò lè ní tó kòrò. Fíyàn lè jú léwájú ìgboro. Tó bá fojú kan kòrò kí a ló máa lọ o. Arókùn dáadé ní Sunday Ìgbòho. Yóò kí òkun ti di ó. Kò ṣe forí sọ àpáta ńlá mọ̀ ni. Fíyàn lóhun ní wèrè kò lè ní tó kòrò. Fíyàn lè jú léwájú ìgboro. Tó bá fojú kan kòrò kí a ló máa rọ o. Àṣẹ bó ṣe ń ṣe Sunday Ìgbòho. Àlọ́bàlọ́ àbọ́lá àti bọ̀ dandan. Àwa ọmọ káàárọ̀ jíire o. Ìfọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ sọ ohun mà ló yẹ wá. Gbogbo àwọn tó ń gbẹ̀yìn bẹ́bọ jẹ́. Ọmọ Adéyẹmọ àtàwọn ọmọ Yorùbá. Ẹ kọ̀tínú wọn máa padà lẹ́yìn o. Àṣẹ bó ṣe ń ṣe Sunday Ìgbòho. Àlọ́bàlọ́ àbọ́lá àti bọ̀ dandan. Àwa ọmọ káàárọ̀ jíire o. Ìfọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ sọ ohun mà ló yẹ wá. Gbogbo àwọn tó ń gbẹ̀yìn bẹ́bọ jẹ́. Ọmọ Adéyẹmọ àtàwọn ọmọ Yorùbá. Ẹ kọ̀tínú wọn máa padà lẹ́yìn o. Ọlọ́run ló yan Sunday Ìgbòho. Lórúkọ yà báwọn ọmọ Yorùbá. Àti pàwọn alálẹ̀ kankan òsùn. Tí Sunday Ìgbòho bá ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ tó fi yọwọ́. Àbí táwọn alálẹ̀ bá wà padà bínú. Bí abẹ̀bẹ̀ la máa fẹ́nu fẹ́ ra o. A ó jẹ́ ṣẹ́gẹ́ ní àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá. Ọlọ́run ló yan Sunday. Owó bàbá Ádámù lórúkọ ya fọmọ Yorùbá. Lórúkọ ya fọmọ Yorùbá. Lórúkọ ya fọmọ Yorùbá. Lórúkọ ya fọmọ Yorùbá o. Ó ṣe jẹ́lẹ̀ gbóyin ẹ̀mí sábọ̀ bùlà ọmọ alájà mú iná tó. Àlọ́ Ọlọ́run ló yan Sunday. Lórúkọ ya fọmọ Yorùbá. Àtàwọn ọmọ Oòduà o. Ìfọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ lóye wá kíbo tó ń kọ́ ẹ́. Gbogbo àwọn ọmọ Oòduà pátá o. Gbogbo ìlọ́ba nílẹ̀ Oòduà o. Ẹ̀tọ́ yìí ọlọ́run ẹ̀ mọ̀ sùn. Ẹ dákun ẹ sọ ọ̀pọ̀ tí Ìgbòho mi Sunday yọ lọ́pẹ́. Ẹ ṣàánú ọmọ Oòduà o. Oòduà nation yẹn ti gbogbo wa náà ni o. Ikú òkè bí èkú fọmọ Oòduà o. fọkàn débi gbòkè èyí àwà o. Ẹ jẹ́ ká sowọ́pọ̀ o ká jíjọ jìjà ń para o. Ẹ jẹ́ ká sowọ́pọ̀ o ká jíjọ jà fẹ́tọ̀ wa o. Ọlọ́run bá lè fún àṣẹ tí Yorùbá nation yà o. Bá fi wáyé yọmọdúà o tí bọ́ ló pẹ̀lú nìyẹn o. Ọmọ Oòduà lápapọ̀ o ẹ jẹ́ ká ronú o. Ọlọ́run ló yàn Sunday owó bàbá Ádámì lórúkọ yà fọ́mọ Yorùbá. Olùkọ́ yà fọ́mọ Yorùbá o. Olùkọ́ yà fọ́mọ Yorùbá. Olùkọ́ yà fọ́mọ Yorùbá.
Okay, sorry about that. I didn't realize that there's no sound. I've just picked up that there's no sound. All right. My don't distract me, maybe by. My don't distract me. The sound is bad. I'm gonna take down the Facebook and then we'll come back on that because I'm having a bit of delay on that. Once again, a very good morning and welcome from wherever you're watching. So the Facebook, I'm gonna bring it down and then we will start that later again because we're having some kind of delay on that. I'm coming. Bear with me. Just stay there. Don't come this side. I'm coming. Let me see. Yeah, the sound is back. I'm aware the sound is back. So just bear with me. We're almost there. We have this problem every day with the Facebook. I'm not sure why, but let's just enjoy this while I'm getting that ready. Top down.
kàlàkàlà rárá kò jọra. Ọmọ ojú àdìdé ó sì pò ẹ̀tọ́ bàbá rẹ̀. Èmi ọ̀pọ̀ ológun aráyé, èmi ò sọ nípa orílẹ̀-èdè mi. Ohun tí mo fẹ́ ni mo fẹ́ o. Èmi fòmìnira fórílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá. Mi ò pọ̀ ológun aráyé, èmi ò sọ nípa orílẹ̀-èdè yo. Ohun tí mo fẹ́ ni mo fẹ́ o. Èmi fòmìnira fórílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá. Ìlú tán lọ́rùn fẹ́ lọ lọ́rùn yọ. Èyí tó yàn ló tó ṣe lọ́gọ̀. Bàbá fẹ́ wá, ó tó yọ wá. Wọ́n ṣe wá lọ́gọ̀, ó tún wá fálùmọ́ ní sí. Èmi ọ̀pọ̀ ológun aráyé, èmi ò sọ nípa orílẹ̀-èdè mi. Ohun tí mo fẹ́ ni mo fẹ́ o. Èmi fòmìnira fórílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá. Mi ò pọ̀ ológun aráyé, èmi ò sọ nípa orílẹ̀-èdè yo. Ohun tí mo fẹ́ ni mo fẹ́ o. Èmi fòmìnira fórílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá. Ọmọ Arúndìdé jọ̀wọ́ má ṣe wòran mọ́. Ìyà ìsọ̀kẹ́ kò pọ̀jù lórílẹ̀-èdè. Ṣé bí wọ́n ló gbé àwọn ebèrú níjà? Bàbá mi dìde jọ̀wọ́ jẹ́rìí ara rẹ̀. Èmi ò mọ ológun aráyé, èmi ò sọ nípa orílẹ̀-èdè yo. Ohun tí mo fẹ́ ni mo fẹ́ o. Èmi fòmìnira fórílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá. Èmi ò pọ̀ ológun aráyé, èmi ò polongo
Orílẹ̀-èdè mi
ẹ bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ ìtùnú sílẹ̀ Yorùbá yìí.
mo fẹ́ o.
Àní ọmọ aládé jẹun bí irọ́. Ọmọ olówó wáyé ṣàgbé. Ọmọ aláṣọ wáyé wá kísà. Ọmọ alágbẹ̀dẹ wáyé sunkún ẹrù mọ́. Òye pa wá bí ẹni pẹ̀rọ. Òye tún wá tàbẹ́ ní ìtúṣu. Ọlọ́run bojú wọlé látọ̀run. Jẹ̀dí sí gbẹ̀mí àwọn aláṣẹ. Àwa ọmọ rẹ̀ máa pè é rúra.
Orílẹ̀-èdè mi mo fẹ́ o. Orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá. Orílẹ̀-èdè mi.
This is Carol Smith. Welcome to the program. May I say how delighted we are to be on Passion. We've looked forward to speaking to an African television station for decades. This is something we have looked forward to for such a long time, and we're so happy to be here.
Thank you. Mr. Aaron Smith was a young, bright, and principled Oxford University graduate who was recruited by the Colonial office and posted to Nigeria. He took his final examination a year ahead of his class. He also married Mrs. Carol Smith, whom he met while they were both at Oxford University. Together they went to Nigeria, where they had their 2 children. Mr. Aaron Smith, you were featured in a program recently by BBC Radio 4
Yes.
titled Document,
Yes.
and that was hosted by Mr. Mike Thompson.
Yeah.
You are alleged that the British government rigged the first and most important election in the history of Nigeria in 1959 in favor of the North. Am I correct?
Yes.
How long were you in Nigeria for?
From 1955 to 1960. And we were based in Lagos. I was on the staff of the Department of Labour. I was largely occupied with employment problems, all the employment exchanges, and statistics, and international affairs, and was kept pretty busy. I was also stationed in Lagos in charge of the capital and the port. I was the port labour officer as well. And I also devised a port labour scheme and later a social security scheme, which was one of the first in Africa, which guaranteed workers some income after they'd finished work. It was a providence scheme, as I say, it's called the National Providence Scheme, and I was very proud to have put that on the statute book.
I was going to ask you what your role is. You've mentioned three important. Is there any particular name given to your office while you are there?
I was a labour officer, a senior civil servant.
Okay.
I only intended to stay in Lagos initially for 2 tours of duty. Although, because of this conflict with the elections, there were difficulties. Actually, government wouldn't let me leave the civil service. They were determined that I should stay in the civil service after my 2 tours. And I was offered very considerable incentives, including a knighthood, to stay and work for government. Primarily this was because I had access to state secrets. I learned, and the Governor-General himself confirmed this to me, that the elections were rigged, contrived. The intention was that the North should rule Nigeria. Even in '56, the Northern leaders were very proud and were saying, if they couldn't run Nigeria, never mind elections. They might not join Nigeria, they might leave. And we all thought, well, how would they survive? There were no industries, there's not a great deal of agriculture, some groundnuts in the north. This wasn't very practical at all. And then it was, the Governor-General seemed to be thinking that the North couldn't, even if it won an election, rule Nigeria by itself. The South wouldn't stand for that. So there had to be a partner, either the Igbos in the east or the Yoruba in the west, to team up with the North. What he didn't want was for the 2 southern parties, the Igbo and the Yoruba, to team up to form the government, because he believed the North wouldn't tolerate that, and talked about leaving the Federation. So as I
it's just to remind us, as I say, good morning. Those of you on the Facebook, KOIKIMEDIA, I'm not sure, I could just not sure why there's a bit of delay with the broadcast. It keeps reconnecting, so there might be some delay, but I'll stop it and then start it again. But I'll just continue with the program. But you can join KOIKIMEDIA, the Dua page, which is very stable, and YouTube until we're able to resolve, the KOIKIMEDIA, to see why we're having, the delay in there. Mo kí gbogbo wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí níbi tí ẹ tún darapọ̀ mọ́ wa ní àárọ̀ yìí. I say good morning and welcome to the conversation. My name is Olami Koiki, and this morning continue to, with our campaign for the Yoruba self-determination, as we continue to tell the world that the Yorubas have the right, to who we are as a kingdom before all the colonial era. There's no issue on that, and there shouldn't be any problem, if even the world do not want that. The world might probably prefer to have a one Nigeria, but that is their own view, not literally the view of millions of Yoruba people all over the world. Mumbo Amodua. And that is the reason why the video I was playing earlier is just to remind ourselves that if we do not stop it now, it will have a big impact on our lives as being known with a false identity called Nigeria. The reason why we are called Nigeria is nothing more than the fact that in 1914 there was this amalgamation, that took place. But at the moment, we can just say it never worked, rather than being deceived by millions of the politicians across Nigeria with the impression that Nigeria is a great country and it can be fixed and everybody will be happy and excited. Everybody knows that there was never a country called Nigeria. So how come then, we are trying to hold on to something that was not there before the 1913? The reason why I continuously have to specify that is to let especially the millions of Nigerians that probably never have an idea that we were never one, and until we were given this false identity, and that false identity is some of the reason why you will never have the basic things of life that you might think of. You will never have. I think that's the reason why I'm getting feedback because I have the lightning too much at the back. I think it's much better now. Yeah. Yes, I think it's a bit better now. The reason why a lot of us tí a wà nílé tí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ fi ń rò pé bóyá fún ìdí kan àbí ìdí kejì ni a ṣe ń bínú sí Nàìjíríà. No, a bínú sí Nàìjíríà, à ń bínú nítorí pé orí wa tí Elédùmarè dá sí ibi tó dá sí, ó kúkú dá dáadáa. Àwọn tí wọ́n yí aago padà sẹ́yìn, àwọn ni wọ́n delay millions of us tí ó fi dàbí ìgbà tẹ́ pé ọmọ Yorùbá ò rí, ọmọ Yorùbá ò láǹfààní kankan, ọmọ Yorùbá ò ní àǹkúrí. Ọlọ́run ọba ó ti dá wa pé ó dẹ̀ dá wa dáadáa. Àmọ́ tí àwa náà bá wá ṣe in tí ó jẹ́ ká ṣe gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹ̀tọ́, a máa wà nínú mẹ́sì yẹn. Màá play video yẹn padà, màá mute mic mi, and I'll be back again just after tí bá ti sort out ọmọ Oòduà àtàn tí a ti ṣe mílò tí ó ń request. Like I said, we're not sure why there is a bit of delay on the Facebook. So the Facebook is down, but I'm sure they'll probably be able to join all the other platforms until I'm able to resolve it. So I'm going to play that video again, then I'm going to come back and we'll do all the analysis again this morning. This morning, millions of Nigerians are just waking up almost 2 months now. They are not going to university. Nobody's angry. Nobody's upset. Maybe they have some other jobs or hustling or probably sleeping with each other all over the country, and they're just excited that there's no university. That's fine. There's no problem with that. University. This morning, again, the negligence of not having a good health care. I was picking up the news from TVC. 4 children died in Ondo State. A tension cable came on them. Not on them practically, nínú container tí bí àwọn tí ń tajà or bí àwọn sùn, and electrocute one. They got them to the hospital. They could have survived it, but you know what? There was no oxygen inside the hospital. This happened, in Ondo State, in Yoruba land, where Olórí Burúkú Akérédolú was in Germany. Ó lọ lọ fún vacation. Ó lọ treat ààrẹ ni o, right? Ó lọ treat ààrẹ. Ẹ̀yin òmùgọ̀ tẹ́ wà nílé, tẹ́ ń kó àwọn party leader yín lé. Àwọn ọmọ kan ló kú nísìn. Òun ò ṣe oxygen sí hospital. Àmọ́ òun lè lọ tọ́jú ààrẹ fún àìsàn tó ń ṣe ní Germany with the best equipment, with the best facility. A wà níbẹ̀. A máa ka gbogbo tó lọ ní Nàìjíríà. A wà lórí phone. A máa ní àwọn ìyàwó àmà daddy ṣé daddy wà okay? Ṣé ṣáà ti wà okay? Àwọn ọmọ kan nísìn ló ṣaláìsí. Ẹgbà tí kò ń ṣe àwọn ọmọ tiẹ̀. It is part of the negligence of why we are saying that we can force the whole system, we shut it down, and everybody will have a better life. Security hasn't changed. Let me come back. When I come back, we will start looking at all those information, and then we will see what's going on with the Facebook. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí, mo kí gbogbo wa pé ẹ káàárọ̀, ẹ káàsán, ẹ káalẹ́ níbikíbi tí Elédùmarè bá ti ní kẹ́ darapọ̀ mọ́ wa.
In a small way at first, But very rapidly I learned about the election fixing, and as I say, this was confirmed to me by the Governor-General. He actually said that he wanted me to know the truth because he wanted me to know how much trouble I was in.
You mentioned statistics, you were collating figures. Is that for labor and employed people or general?
Primarily, but obviously my interest was in the population
Of Nigeria.
Yes, and Awolowo, the Yoruba leader of the action group, and Chief Enaharo, they too, other people were saying, where are all these millions of people in the north? Where are they? We're going up there to campaign, we want to know. And you see all these thousands of miles of not very developed countryside, and yet the northerners are claiming that their voting registration figures are larger than in the south, larger, far more people up there. Well, actually, if you went through the Igbo land, you saw lots and lots of people. If you went to Ibadan, again, Ibadan teeming with millions of people, but we didn't actually see many northerners, and obviously not many northerners at that time came to Lagos. So this did arouse suspicion. Now, the Europeans, not stupid, we're watching what's going on in Nigeria, and we too are beginning to feel there's something not quite right here, that maybe the elections are not going to be as straightforward as they're meant to be. Nigeria was being described as the showcase of democracy, and it was expected that the nationalist leaders would win through. But actually, when the election results were announced by the Governor-General, before the vote was even in, didn't count for that, he didn't wait for that. I have to tell you, the British counting the votes, and the British cannot be trusted. They look after their friends. Loyalty is a big thing for the British. And we were friends with the emirs of the north. We looked on people like Enaharo and Awolowo as rather dangerous people. They might even be communists. That was ridiculous, actually. They couldn't be communists in 1,000 years. But this was a sort of thing. And we were Europeans were getting a bit worried about all this. It wasn't quite the honest, straightforward election that we were hoping for.
Apart from Professor Anderson and Dr. Patrick Wilmot that supported your submission on the rigged election, there were other people who also served in the Colonial office in your days. Who opposed to this submission?
Initially, I was warned of what was going on by my senior officer, a Major Bonker. I didn't know, and I knew that the Governor-General had directed me to take all the officers to help Chief Igbo in politicking in Warri. And this was most irregular, and I refused to do this. Having refused an order, I know what the drill is. You resign. I resign my post. That is the proper thing to do. What they did then was rather devious. They persuaded me to withdraw my resignation, and when I did, they sacked me. It didn't go through, but I thought it was a bit low after I had resigned and was prepared to leave the country. This was not very nice behaviour. They later withdrew this and said that I had been of some service to the state. That commended me for what I had done, and said I could leave Nigeria with splendid testimonials, and we shook hands on this. And this was done with the recognition of the Deputy Governor-General, Sir Ralph Grey. And then I left Nigeria the first time and took up a job as a personnel officer, a very big job, with the Esso refinery. And then government came after me, declared that I was a traitor, and I had betrayed the British people, ought to be imprisoned. And I lost that job. And then they came to me again and said, it's been a dreadful mistake. I'm a jolly decent chap, Oxford chap. And they put me on a plane straight back to Nigeria, where I'd make up for the time I'd been away. There was a great deal of good work for me to do. And we fell for this. We shouldn't have gone back, but we did.
Now, if you recall what you said about the role of the Governor General and the attitude of the British government in particular, regarding the fear that Awolowo, Okutiebo, and a lot of them from the south are dangerous, is there a particular reason? Why the fear from the British government? Is it that they don't want to release or relinquish Nigeria? They still want to control Nigeria?
They knew that the North would do as they said after independence. If it had any, the North would just, because it was their habit, they liked the British, whereas the nationalists were an unknown factor. Actually, when they took the flag down and hoisted the Nigerian flag, not one of the major nationalist politicians was there. They weren't even on the platform. This was incredible. These were the people who had sought independence. The people in the North didn't want independence. They didn't want the British to leave. So and for most Europeans who were very close and watching this, we were disgusted. We thought this really had been manipulated, this election. It was unworthy. It was unworthy of the British people, this. This was no honest, straightforward thing that you would expect Britain, the mother of parliaments, to do.
I hope you're following these Harold Will Smith. May so rest in perfect peace. He died, from what I'm aware of, in 2007. And this was one of the biggest explosive that you could have ever think would come out. Because tó bá jẹ́ pé àgbọ̀ tí ó sọ gbogbo àwọn àlàyé yìí, ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ afẹ́ lè sọ pé tó bá jẹ́ pé àwa ń tún sọ ni tí kò ń ṣe pé látẹnu ẹ̀ èèyàn afẹ́ lè ní irọ́ ló ń pa. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ yín tẹ́ wà nílé, as educated as you are, you don't know the danger that they've done on us. And that danger is what I'm taking all the risk to untangle. You might think it's not a risk. It's not. You're just coming out, you're just talking. Right? You can see what they did with this man and what they've done to his family. All just because they wanted to tell lies and change the narratives. Give the power to the North. Don't let it go to the South or the Southeast. Don't let it go, to the Igbo or the Yorubas, because those are the two most educated and powerful. And the moment you allow power to go, I'm talking about in the 1960s. But today, everybody is just saying, our Muslim, àwọn ẹlẹ́bọ wá ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation. Ìyẹn làwọn ń jà fún. Stupid people all over the place. When we should be concerned that the identity of àti Muslim, àti Christian, àti oníṣẹ̀ṣe is going in the drain. Tó bá yá kò ní sí ẹ̀sìn kankan nítorí pé àwọn Fúlàní agenda wọn ni pé wọ́n make sure pé Muslim tó wà tó jẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá gan wájú ìpínlẹ̀. And it's just a shame that we are still talking about religion when we should be focusing about how to get out of this mess before they come. And you might think they are never going to come. That's fine. How did they want to invade us? How are they going to invade us? Let's hear more from this man. I want to finish the video today.
It was cheap and low and criminal. And I opposed it. And I opposed it then, and I've opposed it ever since. And I'm telling you the truth. And I was warned, if I told you this state secret, my life could be forfeit.
Earlier on, you said the British government wanted the North in alliance with either of the southern region, either with the Yorubas or with the Igbos. But I mean, without which they cannot rule the country.
The problem was that Awolowo was a highly principled man who didn't talk to Awolowo about squalid deals and fixing things. Awolowo was not that kind of person. If you read his books, this man was a world statesman. And his young lieutenant, Chief Enahoro, was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. However, they did do a deal with Zik, Dr. Azikwe, from the east. Dr. Azikwe, there was this big problem in Nigeria. It's the same big problem in America and in Britain. How do you get funds to fight elections? The candidates in Nigeria had no money, but they did have marketing boards, which were a kind of semi-nationalized industry. And they borrowed money from the marketing boards. But there was a suspicion that Dr. Azikwe, who has formed his own bank, the African Continental Bank, was actually bankrupt. But he was borrowing very large sums of money from the marketing boards and not necessarily repaying the loans. We knew this. We had a great secret service. All the politicians' phones were tapped. All the politicians' mail was opened. Everything that any major politician did in Nigeria, we knew in hours. We watched. We knew all that was going on.
Are you saying, in essence, that Dr. Azikwe took money?
He was blackmailed by the British to do our bidding. We told Dr. Azikwe that he could go to prison if an inquiry was carried out into his bank and his financial circumstances. However, we would not want to be vindictive if Dr. Azikwe was cooperative in helping forward the plans that we had made in the best interests of Nigeria. Dr. Azikwe had nothing in common with the northern politicians. He practically loathed the northern politicians. But Dr. Azikwe went north, did as he was told, and what he was promised was this. The real power, effective power, would be in the hands of the northern emirs. It would look great if the president was Dr. Azikwe and he was given a field marshal's uniform and an admiral's uniform. He asked, please could he have a row of medals? But they said, well, no, that was a bit difficult, to get the medals. So when the ambassadors started arriving, he was known to be asking people from foreign countries, perhaps they had a medal for his uniform. We thought this was terrible, but it was said that this happened. He was very vain. And for a time he functioned as the first the Governor General, and then when Nigeria became as the President. But he had no power. And when he did try to tell the army, he said, I'm the Field Marshal, the army's got to do this. They said, hey, you're just a ceremonial figure. You have no power. The Prime Minister, Balewa, gives us our orders. So there was a feeling then that there was going to be trouble. And then it was because the Awolowo and the Action Group had become the official opposition. What we British wondered, how could they win another election without the British counting the votes? There could not be another proper run election without us there. We knew what we were doing, we were just helping things along. we were doing what the British do, favouring our friends and looking after our own and repaying favours. We don't call that corruption.
Right. I mean, in essence, what Dr. Azikiwe did, it was forced by the British government to do it.
Yeah.
Collecting money from the marketing board then.
Yeah.
So if any politician here in the United Kingdom tried to do that,
Be in jail.
they will be in jail. So why did the British government refuse to take action?
Because
Or comment on
if
it?
we nipped it in the bud, because we knew it was happening, it was even happening, let me be fair, in the West, with the Volvo. They were taking some money, they meant to repay it perhaps, but they were taking money. And I would have said, issue a warning now and say, you've got to behave, because if this is allowed to go on, it'll be a major offence. However, before they actually, around the 1959 election, they needed money for the North and for the NCNC, opposite, to fight the election. So what they did, my senior officer, Major Bunker, was ordered by the Governor General to go to all the major British firms and international firms, Ford, UAC, Leventis, all these firms, and raise money for a slush fund to enable Chief KOIKIMEDIA, together with the North, to fight the 1959 elections. The North got most of their money from the native authorities. This was looked on by the British as being okay, this wasn't corrupt, because we were friends of the North. And if they tried this in the West or in the East, we might have said this was corruption. But because it happened in the North, the native authorities' was poured into the government party, the NPU. So this obviously was a terrible fiddle. We were discriminating against the southern politicians in favour of these northern emirs. What we saw was that this would not be the first act of treachery. They would have to smash the action group, because the action group was strong, and in a fresh election, they would be sure to win. They were pretty honest and regular guys, and a lot of the British quite admired Awolowo for his and they admired Chief Anafro, who was a bit cheeky and young and spirited. And they were both quite admired. There was like right-wing Labour people, nothing revolutionary. And so a great deal of money was raised by my senior officer, Major Bunker, before the 1959 election. And this was money put up by United Africa, by Ford, Shell, BP, and my wife, who was the personal assistant to the general manager of BP Nigeria. She's not going to tell you anything because she was confident secretary. I can only tell you that we were very well informed on some of the hanky-panky that was going on in Lagos.
Having revealed now that the election of 1959 was rigged, the census figure were crooked, I don't know if you have been following the ongoing.
I want us to keep note of two things that was mentioned there now. Two key things that a lot of us probably knew after years that was eating away. The census figures. Gbogbo gbala ma sọ fún wa pé ilẹ̀ Haúsá àwọn lọ́pọ̀ jù wá lọ. And the election that was rigged. Today is the 26th of April 2022. Why do you think the election was rigged? He has already given us the reason. But now, tí àwa náà ti rí at least gbogbo wa náà ti mọ bó ṣe ń lọ nísìn. The election of 1959 and the censors, as well. So, you look at a lot of Nigerians now. No, I'm not giving you a remote. Just sit down there. No, it's loud enough. No, sit down there. I'm not giving you the remote. A lot of us that wants to keep Nigeria for whatever reason, I feel hold on to Nigeria at all means, whether through politics, whether through supporting the union that was put together. And the question is why? Why are we trying to do that? Is it because we want to benefit from that as well? Why? Why do we want to keep one Nigeria? Is the question I'm asking. Why do we want to keep one Nigeria? And who benefit more? The longer Nigeria stays together, the politicians will be okay, they'll be wealthy, you know, their families, their loved ones, their connections, and they will be so excited. Because as far as they're concerned, it is good for everybody. But we all know that it is not good for me and you. So then the question is, why are we trying to save it? And when we save it, who benefit from it? Who is actually going to benefit? We have been told that Nigeria is a country, but we were never told that there's a kingdom in that country that was created on the 28th, which is 2 days from now, Ado Ekiti. The 1999 Constitution of Nigeria must be brought down. The validity of that constitution is now being challenged at the Federal High Court, Ado Ekiti. Once again, a very good morning and welcome to everyone that has joined us so far. My name is FOLAYEMI Koiki as we continue to ask that question that you were never told in school. They rigged that election knowing fully well that at this time, I want to think 300 years ahead, 400 years ahead, that if we give the power to the North to hold for us, then we will do whatever we want to do. And that is exactly what they've done. And they've done it very, very well. But now, everything the politicians are telling you now is, oh, we have a country. There is a country. But forget about that Yoruba kingdom that was there before. Forget about the other kingdom that was there before. Let us just work together, you know, with the Hausa, with the Fulani, with the Middle Belt and the Yoruba. Let us work together and just keep Nigeria and just continue and play politics. And that is what they've done. In Totishe Niye, for almost 61 years, Latiga Tiatimokwe faked the first election. Let's play the last part of that
video. The last general election, the 1979-1980 election, in which Azekwe was the beautiful bride, and
I have to tell you, sir, that I'm not going to comment. Okay, I cannot interfere in Nigeria's domestic politics. I'm a historic figure. I do keep up, naturally, I love Nigeria, and I've kept up with its history of its assassinations and military coups and dictatorships for 50 years, and this has been one of the biggest tragedies in world history, because this potentially was one of the greatest nations on earth. Nigeria was packed with educated, decent people willing to serve their country.
Again, that is a lie. When they say Nigeria is packed with educated people, they are not saying the Yoruba people are educated. The Igbo people are educated, and even the Hausa people are educated. They've joined it together and then call it Nigeria as educated people. And when we see people say, that man is a Nigerian, he's so educated. But they never told you that he was once in a kingdom before the same white people. And today, do you know that same education, which is where I want to go this morning as well, because I want to talk about education. Millions of you now are probably, while your schools are all closed across Nigeria, and the politician children are all schooling and going according to their syllabus across the globe. But right now, millions of Nigerians are not going to school because ASU and the government are still not, they are still headlocked. And that will take me to this screen that I'm going to bring to you now. So this screen you're looking at now. Oh, let me move it to my transition. So what you're looking right now, and I'm going to increase the front a little bit because it's a bit tiny. Because I want everybody that asks, we want any mobile phone. Because and we appreciate majority of our Nigeria, and I can tell you that because we have record that tells us that. You'll be surprised that majority àwọn tó wà lábroad àwọn wà comfortable kò sí tó kàn pẹ̀lú tó ń lọ Nàìjíríà fit as long as ọba ti ń send owó sílé mo kàn fi lọ fún yín ní the insight so that kẹ́ lè rí this is the youth Facebook. I will show you in a minute the countries where people are watching us from, because Oman Fuani graphics, so I can easily tell you where people are watching from. And majority of the people that watch us are from Nigeria, because I want to come, but I want to go Nibibai. They are very comfortable, very very comfortable, and that's why I want to go Nibibai. What can she say? Be cool, ni. Eba tiri wani si wati wani bita ti lo ṣiṣẹ́. But I won't care. But until one Nigeria happen to gbogbo wa, not to gbogbo anyway. Now, Pele. Yeah, I'm coming. And stop playing with that side. So, this is the Benue State University chapter. Pele. Yeah, it's okay. It's because you are playing. Go and sit down. We are enjoying the benefit of strike and not ready to pull out, says ASU Benue State Chapter. No, don't play with my glass. We are enjoying the benefit of strike and not ready to pull out, says ASU Benue State University Chapter. And you wonder, how when they say Nigeria education, but what ni sọ fún yín pé àwọn Yorùbá tí I think graduate for a very long time, that is on the education side. And if you think that you will come out of this anytime soon, you are joking, because as we speak right now, the strike continue. It is not because university is on strike. That's why I'm angry. No, I'm angry because Yoruba was once a kingdom that was there prior before the British came and destroyed everything that we have and then gave the power to the North. Let's come and look at this headline. This is about 3 hours ago precisely now on TVC News. And when I bring this up a little bit forward, I'm going to read it quickly. 4 children electrocuted inside a container in Ondo State. It is not because these children were electrocuted, that's why I'm angry. I'm angry because we were a kingdom. Stop it. Give it to me, Joe. We were once a kingdom before. And if we were a kingdom before, maybe all these won't be happening. So when people see this, the police in Ondo State have confirmed the death of 4 kids who were reportedly killed, having been electrocuted in Ile Oluji, Okeigbo local government area of the state. The spokesman of the state command, Fumilayo Odulami, said the electric cable fell on the metal container shop inside which the disease was staying, killing them. She said the command has commenced investigation into the matter. 2 of the 4 victims were siblings who visited their auntie for the Easter holiday in the community. The incident happened when children were playing inside the container. Ìyẹn ọ̀tẹ̀ wá dùn mí. Èyí tó dùn mí jù nínú gbogbo ẹ̀ òun ni healthcare. Let's look at this. They were rushed to the hospital, but there was no sufficient oxygen they could use for the 5 of them. Kò sí oxygen. Let me now go and look for oxygen. When we say something is oxygen, what do we mean by that? Kí ni meaning ẹ̀? Let's quickly look at the meaning of oxygen. And it's polarization like this.
Oxygen.
Oxygen. A colorless, odorless, reactive gas, the chemical element of atomic number 8 and life-supporting component of the air. We don't have the life-supporting component, and this olórí burúkú ẹ̀dẹ̀mánẹ̀ náà on governor àwọn tó yẹ kẹ́ máa sọ lóko pa lójoojúmọ́. But tá bá ti ń sọ ẹ má bú àwọn governor wa o, ẹ̀yin ọmọ àlè Yorùbá. Ǹjẹ́ yìí mọ̀ pé olórí burúkú ọmọ àlè yìí òun ṣẹ̀dé láti Germany ó lọ gba treatment. Olórí burúkú tó ní ṣàǹfààní tí ìran ẹ̀ máa jóná ní pátápátá. Àwọn ọmọ nísìnyí wọ́n gbé wọn dé hospital kò sí oxygen tó máa fi tọ́jú àwọn ọmọ yìí. And oxygen, from what we know, is a life-supporting component of the air. And this olórí burúkú Yorùbá man, ọmọ àlè tó ní ṣàǹfààní, òun lọ sí Germany ó lọ gba treatment. He just came back. Hey, only I just came back from Rejuvelant Akeredolu breakfast with Muslim. There's something I saw. Only òun ti dé padà. There was a news I saw, I think, on his Twitter. Let's go and look for it. And I just pity Yoruba people. Ẹ̀yin lẹ máa jìyà pa ká tó débi tá ń lọ. Ṣé rí ẹni ẹ̀fẹ́ gbọ́ ni ìyà yẹn máa mú gbogbo yín dáadáa ká tó débi tá ń lọ. Let me stay on those state here. No. Tweet and search in a discard. Wọ́n ní oxygen ní hospital tó gbà àwọn ọmọ lọ ní Ondo State. Ẹ̀dẹ̀ ní governor. You can see him there. It has a great honor to play host to the vice president. Hey, 1 hour ago, Professor Yemi Osibajo yesterday. I thank the VP for recognizing and lauding the giant strike of our administration in Ondo State. What giant strike? A giant strike that could not have oxygen to give life back to these people. Àtẹ̀gbọ́ pé iná ti electrocute wọn, wọ́n sì lè survive it. If only they were having what we call oxygen, a life-supporting component. Maybe you don't know what it looks like. Let me show you. Oxygen. Let's go and look at the image. Right? Now let me go and look at oxygen NHS hospital. And the gas. Thank you. This is what it looks like. It's a life-supporting for anybody that is struggling for breathing. Gbogbo ẹni tó bá lè breathe dáadáa, òun ló máa ń lo oxygen fún láti fi support wọn. Àwọn ọmọ tí kò tẹ̀ jẹ́ kó wà nínú container in the first place, they are not meant to be in the container. They shouldn't have no business inside the container if we have a standard system that takes care of everybody, where shops are built in the standard and people can rent it or buy it or do whatever they want to do with it. But when we talk, some of you idiots do not even understand why we are saying that a kingdom is now in a mess. Let me look at what I can bring up from any video. Reducing the risk of oxygen. I just want to say, using a pulse oximeter. Importance of oxygen. Mọ̀ pé all of you are walking dead cop in that country. Walking dead cop. But you are no, I don't want to use this because I want to use the one that patients are given a pulse oximeter to measure their oxygen level and they can be admitted to the hospital. No. Yeah, come on, fellow. Let me go on YouTube and just type in oxygen. I pity my people. Continue to let these bastards. You can see them. They are all bastards. Olórí burúkú gbogbo wọn. You can see. Ó ṣẹ̀dí láti of Germany ni o bàbá burúkú yìí. Bàbá tẹ̀ ń wò. Tó mo máa ṣe bí gbogbo wọn máa ṣe bí àtẹ́ pé wọ́n lè jẹ́ kọ́kọ́ tán. Òun ṣẹ̀dí láti Germany. If you go there now on their page, you will see, hey, I had a good, iftar for the Muslim people. Àwọn olórí burúkú. Right? Òun lọ sí Germany. Sherino. Akeredolu arrived international wing of the Muritala Marine Airport at exactly 10:45 p.m. Sherino. He just came back from abroad for treatment. You can see him there to go and treat himself. Hey, governor, what he did? Hey, governor, what? Listen, leave the remote alone. Go sit down. Hey, governor, today, governor, no say I was jacket. He went to the batoju. Hey, governor, welcome back home. Hey, governor, hey, welcome. Hey, we not fishing on the security. Hey, governor, hey, governor, Hey, I met him once before. Mo sọ pé olórí burúkú ni gbogbo wọn pátápátá. Hey, governor, hey, welcome back, governor. Hey, I take a back. Hey, ẹ káàbọ̀ olórí burúkú, and children could not get oxygen. They were rushed to the hospital, but there was no sufficient oxygen they could use for the 5 of them. In reaction, the senator representing Ondo South, Nicholas Tofowolomo, said he will ensure parents of the victim get justice. They will get justice after they've died. They will get justice, Abibeko. And this Olori Buruku man, he just came back from abroad, from Germany. Òun lọ gba treatment. Ṣé níbi tó ti lọ gba treatment yẹn nísìn? Ǹjẹ́ wọ́n ní oxygen níbẹ̀? Hey, governor ti dé o. Hey, governor ti dé o. Hey, welcome, governor. Hey, welcome, governor. Welcome, governor. Hey, he arrived at NNAMDI Azikiwe. Mo sọ fún yín pé he will not. They don't normally go through Lagos. They normally go through Abuja. Hey, governor today. This was on Sunday, and at the moment now, 5 people died because they don't have oxygen. They see oxygen in the hospital. And this is your governor. He just came back. And now I was talking about oxygen. Let me just close this. Because maybe some of you don't even know what oxygen, the job it does. Also to YouTube and pick up a video at random. I only pity some of you. Oxygen therapy delivery, how to prescribe oxygen. Let's watch this because this is Oxford medication. If it will be NHS ban anything. Okay, oxygen delivery. Okay, let's watch this. The importance of oxygen. You're all working dead call in that country.
The different oxygen delivery systems or methods. Before initiating oxygen, you do need to make sure that there is a physician's order for it. Most places or most facilities have standing orders to cover for kind of critical or emergent situations where the person needs oxygen right away. So you just want to make sure you understand and know your facility's policy and procedure on that, and or what the standing order.
Hospital don't have oxygen because the British government created Nigeria in 1914 and make sure that they gave the power to the North. And today, after 108 years of the fraudulent amalgamation, we are still talking about no oxygen in Ondo State Hospital, where 5 children have died because they were electrocuted in a container shop that should not even have happened in the first place. Right? And every one of you still want me, right? You still want me to say that Nigeria is working. You still want me to come here and be deceiving you that Nigeria will work. You are all mad. Orí gbogbo yín ti gbálẹ̀.
Orders are for your
Let's watch
patient.
this.
So when we talk about the FiO2 levels of each different delivery system, we're talking about it's the fraction of inspired oxygen. So if you think of that as it's a percentage typically, so room air or just regular atmosphere has about 21% oxygen. So what we're breathing in without supplemented oxygen is about 21% O2 that we're getting. So keeping that in mind, we're going to go through some different delivery systems and kind of list
The question tẹ́kẹ̀ máa bira yín nísìnyí pé, looking at this, ask yourself, how much is it going to cost to build a standard hospital? We are not taking call, please do not call yet. And please do not disturb the broadcast. How long ló fẹ́ take láti build standard hospital tó bá ní gbogbo equipment tó yẹ kó ní? Yes, they are very daft. Ìyá mi Grace. People are so daft. Very, very daft. He just came back from Germany. I'll show you there. This is your government. He just arrived back. That's him there. They welcome him back. Ó ṣe dé níjọ́ Sunday. Right? Òun lọ gbàtọ́jú ní Germany. Whereas 5 children, innocent children, have died for the negligence of what the British created. Àwọn ọmọ tí kò jẹ́ kó tí kú, Ọlọ́run ti jẹ́ kí àsìkò tó yẹ kó ṣì wà láyé, wọ́n ti fà wọ́n lọ. Can you see? But now people will say, Koiki, don't worry, àsìkò Ọlọ́run ló tó káwọn ọmọ yẹn máa lọ. And now let's look at the comment. You now start reading all kind of stupid comment. Àwọn wèrè, èyí tẹ́ kẹ́ lọ sọ̀kò pa gbogbo wọn. They must have killed a lot of people. And, oh no, potentially. And we not see. Look at them. Edo Commissioner for no go upstairs. The Edo Commissioner for Police orders arrest of 4 police officers for killing of a vigilante member. Edo State Police Commissioner CP Abuta Yaro has ordered the arrest and detention of 4 operatives of Edo Police Command and a couple of their alleged involvement in the killing of a vigilante member in Okpowonsu, Akipitinyi at Obaze Street off Ewa Road in Benin, the state capital. The 27-year-old Akitanyi, a member of the local vigilante group at Obaze Street off Ewa Road in Benin, was allegedly shot dead on Friday night by one of the operatives for allegedly preventing a woman, Rose, Sunday from dumping refuse in the mouth in the neighborhood. This is what the British created. I just picked that. Let's come here. And let's go and read some of the comments. Hey, this one says, it is inadequate of the state government that killed those children. Why would there be no sufficient oxygen to save their lives? Everybody will be typing Òyìnbó wèrè. Lè jáde ká shut down gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Bàbá ní kẹ́ jáde nísì, ẹ jókòó ẹ máa wà lórí Twitter. Imagine if this happened here in UK. That is kò tẹ̀ rí ṣẹlẹ̀ náà. Kò sí oxygen kẹ̀ ní NHS hospital. Oxygen. And this is what oxygen looks like. Òun àwọn video ẹ̀ ní bíbá. Let's go back here.
Can go anywhere from 1 to 6 liters per minute, and they deliver an FiO2 of 24 to 44%.
Èló ló fẹ́ ra gbogbo equipment yìí. Èló ló fẹ́ fi ṣe gbogbo kìíní. It is all part of what the British government created in 1914.
Use, so you wouldn't want to share these among people, even if you clean them. They just get thrown out when the person's done with them, and you get a new pair. If somebody else needed
you get throw it away. Tó bá jẹ́ Nàìjíríà náà máa tún lò ní recycling.
So they come usually coiled up like this. Different facilities, they just look slightly different, but more or less nasal prongs are roughly the same. So they look like this, that fork look or that prong look, and you might notice that they're
oxygen.
So they curve like this, and that's actually, we want the curve to go into the face. So not out towards the tip of the nose, but into the face on the person. So we'll hook up our nasal prong.
This is just a demonstration. Don't need to focus too much. I just want us to see what oxygen looks like. Let's come here again. I think this is a patient. Let's read what it says here quickly. While the information contained within this video was considered correct by Intersurgical at the time of production, it is in no way quality any of the undertaking, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Let's just watch the oxygen therapy training. This was a video in 2020. I don't own the copyright to it, but let's watch it. This is what Sherry into a right? Whenever it occurred. I think it happened when, according to this, 4 children electrocuted inside a container in Ondo State, ni Ile Oluji, Okeigbo. All our local government, no standard hospital, nothing is working, and yet everybody is praying. Just as I saw a video, I think it was in Ghana. Somebody sent that to me. Let's go and look at it from our page quickly. Once again, my name is OLAMILEKAN. I saw that and I posted that yesterday. Let's watch it.
India, China, America, India, everybody is wearing and the Ghanaian is praying.
Yeah. Just like Nigeria, everybody's working. It's 7 o'clock. The Ghanaians are praying, just as the Nigerians are praying. Everybody's in the church now and the mosque looking for miracle. I don't know where miracle is going to come when there is no industry. I don't know where miracle is going to come when there is no job for you. Where are the farmers? Where are the truck drivers? All of them, they are praying. They are praying in the church. Who is going to transport the goods to the market? Who is going to be at the hospital giving oxygen? Let's watch this again.
Recent papers have shown that amongst practicing trainee doctors and nurses, there is a lack of knowledge about oxygen therapy devices and their correct use. There are also many false beliefs, with the result that many patients on general wards are incorrectly treated. This video covers the main types of device commonly used for delivering oxygen therapy, which enable clinicians to comply with guidelines published worldwide, such as the British Thoracic Society Guidelines and the American Association.
Moki baba wa KANU we moki yawa pastor mo moki gbogbo eyan olólùfẹ́ wa tí ẹ tin darapọ̀ mọ́ wa lọ́tùn lósì moki yo yawa Oluwaremilekun princess. Princess in the first name is a royal name, and we should not mix it together. Mo kí gbogbo àwọn oníṣẹ̀ṣe pátápátá nílẹ̀ Yorùbá àti ní ẹ̀yìn odi. Mo kí gbogbo wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí pé Ọlọ́run ọba kò ní fi wá sílẹ̀ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá àfi kí a bá a gbà á. Kò ń ṣe pé torí pé nǹkan kan àti jẹ́ kingdom kó tó di pé àwọn olórí burúkú òyìnbó àwọn ló kó wa sí yọ́yọ́ tó fi di pé láàárọ̀ yìí àwọn ọmọ 5 wọ́n ṣaláìsí ní ìlú Ondo State níbi tí à ń pè ní Ilẹ̀ Olújì. Nítorí pé nígbà tí iná òpónà já lù wọ́n lórí nínú kọ̀ńténà tí wọ́n wà, wọ́n kó wọn dé hospital lóòótọ́, àmọ́ wọn ní tá à ń pè ní oxygen. Àmọ́ lórí burúkú bàbá yìí, òun ṣẹ̀dé láti Germany tí ó lọ gba ìtọ́jú àmọ́ àìsàn tó ń ṣe, bíá cancer ni, bíá bẹ́lúbẹ́lù ni, nǹkan kan ṣáà ló ń ṣe, ó sá lọ sí Germany, ó sáré lọ gbà tọ́jú. Òun dé níjọ́ Sunday, ẹ̀rí bọ́ ṣe welcome ẹ̀ padà sí Nàìjíríà. Ẹ̀yin ọmọ àlè Yorùbá, ẹ̀ ní ṣoríire gbogbo yín. Welcome, sir. Yeah, welcome, sir. How are you? Yeah, welcome, sir. Yeah, welcome, sir. Ṣé nígbà tóun dé Germany, ṣé òun ò mọ̀ pé Germany àwọn èdè kan ni wọ́n, ìlú kan ni wọ́n. Àwọn nísìnyí fẹ́ máa play politics. Tó bá ṣe tán ní ẹ̀rí ìyàwó ẹ̀ náà fẹ́ jẹ senator ní Imo State. They are all selfish bastard, all of them, every one of them. But I only pity those of you, and let me just come back with my screen and leave all that. And I hope you got the message. Education is not because we don't have education. That's why we want to break away from Nigeria. Our kingdom has always been education. Our kingdom has always known how we treat ourselves. Healthcare. Our kingdom has always protected us security-wise. But today, after 108 years of a false amalgamation that was put together, it is time now that we must all now say, it is not about anything. It is about we must de-amalgamate ourselves from the contraction you call Nigeria. And it will be a contraction. It will never favor anybody. It will never favor me, because I will continue to be known as a Nigerian rather than being known as a Yoruba man. Let's just finish watching the final bit of that video that we were playing earlier.
Structure that the government threatened or went behind you to say that you were disloyal to them and you were fired. Have you ever worked any other place since? Have you worked in any other company? Yes.
I didn't go to Oxford in the usual way. I came from a very poor family and left school when I was 13 years old. And I served a factory apprenticeship as an engineer, which is very unusual for an Oxford undergraduate. At Oxford also, I trained as a social worker. I'm a fully qualified social worker. So although, and as a personnel officer too, although the government stopped me working when I returned to this country and I was quite ill, I did a lot of voluntary work from this time on, both in the medical field, in the field of young girls. We also had campaigns on comprehensive schools. So I've kept very busy over the decades, although I have been kept out of employment quite deliberately. And when I did take up work, the government came after me and and they did the most appalling things. They framed me with money missing. When I worked as a humble postman, after I'd worked as a personnel officer, I delivered the post to the workers who I'd employed. And they forced me out of that. They framed me. And later, when I was working in a labour exchange, they used the foulest methods to get me out of work. They told me they would. They said, the Governor General said, unless you do what I say, you will never work.
Well, that is about it from that video. My name is Olamileka. It's 26th of April 2022. It's 18 minutes past 9 a.m. this morning. As we continue to enlighten and educate millions of Nigerians that nobody was Nigeria before the 1914. It was all lies that the British government created, and it is time that we stop it now. Let's watch this.
From downward thinking to upward thinking, from poor to good, from bondage and oppression to freedom, from backwardness to forward progression, from ignorance to knowledge, from primitivity to modernization, from darkness to shining light, from poverty to wealth, and from dying to living. They have had enough. The people are the Yoruba, forced to live in a country since 1914 with Hooray! The Yoruba are changing their mindset. We are for mindset change. We want to cheer ourselves and our target people of the world that Yoruba mindset is finally changing for the better. From downward thinking to upward thinking, from poor to good, from bondage and oppression to freedom, from backwardness to forward progression, from ignorance to knowledge, from primitivity to modernization, from darkness to shining light, from poverty to wealth, and from dying to living. They have had enough. The people are the Yoruba, forced to live in a country since 1914 with other tribes of far different cultures, history, and future, but have now realized and known better that to continue to live in that same country with some of these other tribes is no good for them at all, and not good for their generations to come. They have found wisdom. They are changing their mindset and are getting out of their entrapment in that geographical expression that they have been in to form and freely run their own country, their own heritage, their own land. They are breaking out from under the slabs to growing and being seen by the whole world. Hooray! That is the message, and see, all Yoruba are now beginning to sing the same song. There's much work to be done on the land of our birth, exalted, exalted, for the whole world to see. Blood, truly, they say, is thicker than water. Hi, I trust that you too can make something, anything, that is both expressive and impressive at the same time, such that if anyone sees or hears it, they will run with it, shout it out loud to the whole world and clap for the Yoruba people on this great achievement of the changing of their minds about finally leaving the failed country. Well done, all you blessed Yoruba. All change, please, all change.
All change, all change, all change. Again, as we say, we will be having. Okay, and let me mute that particular one there because that one will be disturbing us with that audio coming out. So, once again, why are we doing what we are doing? It's to tell you that it is not because we don't want the 2023 election to hold. It is because we want to go back to where we were as a kingdom, just as Great Britain, just as all these other kingdoms across the globe. We will still be able to do politics, but not the politics that they are playing right now. It will be politics among ourselves that will be favorable for anyone that wants to go to that line. A politics as it being played in America, in Germany, in France, not the politics of somebody trying to kill you before you even become the chairman of a local government. That is not the kind of politics we're going to be playing when we get to Yoruba Nation. Some of you might be saying that it is not going to happen. Guys, stop wasting your time. And we are saying that it would happen because the process have already started. And that process is not going to be back out. And that is something that you need to understand. We're going to open the phone line for maybe about 40 minutes precisely, where we're going to take a couple of calls. And then we will then, wind down from here. Once again, a very good morning, good afternoon. We will be having, because I had the phone on earlier on. It's only one number that you will call. That number is what we call the studio line. You call any other number, we are not going to pick the call so that you are aware of that until we all get used to it. Because some of you are not getting used to it. That number as well, a message, it's not for message, it's just for calling during the program. You send message to that, nobody's going to read it because nobody have the time, because I'm the only person, Alimaka number, these messages from two different phones, it doesn't make sense. Already, I have enough to read from the first phone. So this number that we are giving out, and I keep seeing some of you sending messages, videos, a waste of time. I'm not going to check it, I'm not going to read it, not because of anything. We haven't got that time. I have already about 3,000 unread messages. I cannot start reading messages from this other number that we're giving out. Even economy, I don't have 3 people like all your 419 politicians. They have people reading their message. They have post on Twitter. They have all kind of criminals that works with them. I want to call and so, and that's why you need to understand. Only detergent solve the key point. Okay, if I send the message so really missing, make sense. Already this one has more than 3, I think that's about, I don't listen. If I look at the message there, 2,587 unread messages. Lower phone. Make sense. So if you send message there, I'm not going to read it. It's just going to be delete and wipe off. But if you think that you want to call me, you can call on it even after the program. I will pick the call. But when I send messages, Mr. Koiki, I send messages, I send it. So the number will just the studio line. I'm not going to read it. This is the normal message number. So let's get that fact right. So the number is now going to be released again as usual. The number is the one scrolling at the bottom. I hope we're all doing effort to go and sign a petition. People keep calling us, well, if you sign petition here, website here, you can create the app. And I hope we are all downloading the apps that also make it easy. If you can't find it to fill the form online, you can write the names out, send it to us, and we will help you. You know, I would write on the spot there, while we were talking, I was able to, to do it for her. And we have a lot of people that are helping us, as far as Dublin and Germany, Manchester, adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀yin ìyá wa tí ẹ̀ ń bá wa ṣe àwọn ètò yẹn tí à ń bá wa sign it. I know people always say, àṣebí wọ́n sọ nígbà kan pé tó bá ti ń sign wọ́n máa fún wọn ní data. It is not mandatory, it's not compulsory. So don't think that aláti pe Koiki kó fún wa ní data, aláti pe Koiki kó fún wa ní credit. No. Ìyẹn kankan kówó kankan sọ́wọ́ Koiki for that purpose. Tí a bá ní, we are doing the little that we can do. But I think that we should all do things voluntarily. We have been doing this voluntarily, and I believe, yes, there's a bit of support there and there. But tó bá yẹ pé mo lọ ń ṣiṣẹ́ ni, mo mọ etí mama earn in a month. But we are doing this because somebody has to do it. BBC doesn't do it. CNN doesn't do it. Sky News doesn't do it. All your big mainstream media are not interested. But when the time comes, they will be interested when we declare Yoruba Nation, because they'll be looking for every one of us to come and talk on their program. But for now, it might look like we are our sorrow. But when that time comes for the declaration, it will happen. Fulani Kola Mbaja, Afe kúrò lórí ilé tí British fi wá sí for 60 years of the failed country. Talk about independent. You had the idea. The election was rigged. There was never election in 1959. It was rigged by the British government. That's simple. They cannot deny that. So the number to call this morning +44 74 0440 5917 is the same number that is scrolling at the bottom there for those of you that are asking. We have justice all the time. We want justice for this, justice for that. But yet, the country is not interested. But it doesn't matter how long it takes. Every innocent life will get justice. Because we cannot continue to live in denial that millions of people that have died in Nigeria is the negligence of the messed up country that was matched together as known as the amalgamation. And if you think that you have to support a particular organization, Ilano, or any one of them, just go and do it. My job is a media, and we're here to just educate you and let you know that you don't have a country. If you are thinking that you have a country called Nigeria, you are wasting your bloody hell time. Because there's no country called Nigeria. It is all mirage. It was put together, not for anybody's purpose, it's for their own purpose. So if you think that, I'm a one Nigeria, shut up. You can't sit down in London and be determined for us. I only just pity you. Because you don't know what you're talking about. If only you know, you will run when they call Nigeria. You will run 440. So if this is what is making you to be excited, this fraudulent fake passport that was created after the independence, we could have been having our own passport as far back as 1913 if the British never colonized us and then amalgamate us. Nobody will have this passport. We will have a passport that will say a Yoruba kingdom. You think all your royal family, all your kings will say something? They're not going to say anything. They're all living large. So if you think that Awonba ma sọ̀rọ̀, Kábíyèsí ma sọ̀rọ̀, Ìjòyè ma sọ̀rọ̀, they are not going to say anything. Because they are not interested to say anything. But those of you that are waiting for them, ẹ jẹ́ ká Awonba wá sọ̀rọ̀, Ọba ò lè fẹ́ jẹ́ kó sọ̀rọ̀. Ọba wo ló ma sọ̀rọ̀? So let's go straight to our first caller this morning at exactly 9:29. Hello, good morning, caller. Ẹ káàárọ̀. Yeah. Àwa ni ẹ sà.
Ẹ wo, Ọlọ́run á túbọ̀ fún yín lágbára Ọlọ́run.
Àmín.
A máa dé orílẹ̀-èdè wa, a máa dé orílẹ̀-èdè.
Kò sọ́gbọ́n ẹ̀.
Ọ̀yà máa ta.
Kò sọ́gbọ́n ẹ̀.
Ó ti confirm ilé òde. Tẹ́lí àwa kan wà tá a ní believe tó jẹ́ pé kò sí ìwọ̀n tẹ́lí kan ní tẹ̀sán pé lórí. Bóyá wọ́n ṣe máa ní doubting mind. Tẹ́bárẹ́ tó bá ń ní ọkàn pé kíní kò lè Yorùbá nation lè come to pass, kò lè come to reality. Àwọn ló mọ̀ òkun àwa máa gba orílẹ̀-èdè yìí tá a sọ yìí. Kẹ́rí mo lọ nǹkan ládùn sá.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni sá.
Mo lọ jẹun níbẹ̀ nínú oko níbẹ̀ yẹn. Mọ́tò mi máa jẹ̀ mo wá fẹ́ lọ ṣe mọ́tò bẹ̀. So abúlé ni gbogbo wa ṣáà pé kí n pe wọ́n ẹjọ́ máa ibo mo ti lè rí mẹkáníìkì. Ìyá àgbàlagbà tó ń ta oúnjẹ ń bẹ̀ yẹn. Wọ́n dárúkọ pé KOIKIMEDIA. Ìyá àgbàlagbà wọ́n ní KOIKIMEDIA. Ibi ọmọ gidi lọ́mọ yẹn.
Sáìdì bọ̀ ẹ̀jẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ kí wọn dáadáa agbègbè bó níbẹ̀ ẹni sùúrù agbègbè wo níbẹ̀ mo fẹ́ kí wọn dáadáa níbẹ̀ ó láwọn kan náà ti máa kí ní Òkè Ògùn wọ́n ní wọ́n wò wá ní gbogbo rural area kódà wọ́n fún mi ní àdúgbò yẹn máa dárúkọ ẹ̀ ibi tẹ́ ẹ̀ ń sọ yẹn ẹ bá mi dárúkọ ẹ̀ kí lè kí ìyàwó yẹn dáadáa.
bá máa lọ sọ́nà Abẹ́òkúta ọ̀nà Ṣàgámù.
tó ẹ wá fún mi ní 1 minute ẹ jẹ́ kí n kí wọn dáadáa ẹni sùúrù ẹ jẹ́ kí wọn dáadáa mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin ìyá wa mo ṣí fìlà mi fún yín níbikíbi tẹ́ bá wà tí Ọlọ́run sọ pé àsìkò ti tó tílẹ̀ Yorùbá fẹ́ dúró inú búkàlẹ̀ tí ń dáná ni ó kù díẹ̀ ni kò jẹ́ kí a máa ní àwọn ìyá wa kan máa tajà láti inú kọ̀ǹténà gbogbo ẹ̀ kù díẹ̀ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ti dé ẹ láwọn ọmọ tó dá lọ́wọ́ ẹ dẹ̀ láwọn àwọn diaspora àtàwọn tó wà nílé ilẹ̀ Yorùbá máa dúró kò sẹ́ni tó máa gbà á mo tún wá lọ sí àbúrò wa kan náà pè mí ó ní gbogbo ìgbà nínú oko yẹn lọ́ọ́ ti máa ń gbọ́ program wa wọ́n fún mi lórúkọ bẹ̀ wọ́n ń pè ní oníyà ní Akínyẹlé Òkè Ògùn ní ọtúnpẹ̀bì kan ní Ìjàyè Ìbàdàn wọ́n ní gbogbo ẹ̀ wà lábẹ́ Akínyẹlé local government mò ń kí yín láti bíbà mò ń kí yín nítorí pé gbogbo wa náà nìkan náà Ọlọ́run dá wa dáadáa àwọn ẹ wo gọ́fúnà Ondo state òun dé láti Germany ó lọ gbàtọ́jú ọmọ 5 ló kú ní Ondo nítorí pé wọ́n ní oxygen ẹ̀gbọ́n sókè ẹ̀gbọ́n mi tó ń pè.
ìyá ẹ ṣe gan àdúrà àwọn àgbà bẹ́ẹ̀ jẹ́ ṣàdúrà fún yẹn lágbà Ọlọ́run àdúrà yẹn lọ àgbà. ní àná yẹn sà ìyá yẹn bó ṣe ń gbọ́ program yìí tó wọn ò gbọ́ pé wọ́n máa ń àti lọ ń
sign petition.
lánàá mo wá jẹ́ kí ìyá ẹ mọ̀ pé ǹjẹ́ ẹ mọ̀ ká sign petition 5 million petition pé àwa kọ́ máa dá lọ Yorùbá ló ń pè bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n ní lọ́wọ́ báwo gbọ́ yẹn báwo kọ́ mọ̀ pé Koiki yẹ kí ni wọ́n mú ní ó yẹ lọ́pọ̀ ọmọ yìí tó bá ti pé 18 years and above ẹ lọ́pọ̀ jáde mo rẹ́jísà èèyàn méje ń bẹ̀
láti. ẹ ṣé gan ni thank you so much.
7 kí n tó kúrò bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn so lágbára Ọlọ́run èyí tá a wà èyí tá a kò sí ẹjọ́ mo ebi tẹ̀ tó ẹ tètè declare ibi ìyó wà lára mi ó ń gbá lára mi
ó kù díẹ̀ bàbá ó kù díẹ̀ ni ẹ ṣé gan ni thank you so much. Gbogbo ẹni tó bá fẹ́ pè nọ́mbà kan ni mo rí pé nọ́mbà kan ń bọ̀ láti Chicago mo fi save ẹ̀ nọ́mbà tẹ́ máa pè sí ẹ máa save ẹ̀ ní nọ́mbà méjì ni gbogbo yín máa ní nísìn ẹ máa ní kan tó ń pè ní KOIKIMEDIA studio line òun lélẹ́yìí tá bá ti wà lórí program ọ̀sán ni òru ni tí bá ti ní calling nọ́mbà ilẹ̀ máa pè sí bọ̀ tó dáa pé alàgbà tó ń pè mí kàn máa gbé call on ṣé ẹ wà lórí program ni àbẹ́kàn ń pè mí lọ́tọ̀ ni. ṣe wà lórí program pẹ̀lú wa because ẹ follow program. Nọ́mbà tẹ máa pè sí kọ́ lélẹ̀ listen ni sir mo fẹ́ kẹ́ pè padà again nọ́mbà tẹ máa pè sí òun ni +40 òun ló ń scroll lábẹ́lẹ̀ yẹn +44 ẹ lè kọ sílẹ̀ 44 74 044 05917 àfi máa gba call méjì lórí nọ́mbà kan ẹ lè pè direct ẹ dẹ̀ lè pè lórí WhatsApp àti fi sórí fóònù kan nísìnyí hello caller láti Nàìjíríà mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ wà ní local government kankan hello caller mi hello sir. ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò sà mo ń gbọ́ yín dàbí mo ń gbọ́ yín sà.
ẹ káàárọ̀.
ẹ káàbọ̀ sà.
mi ń pè yín láti Lagos State.
Lagos State welcome to the program sir welcome sir.
Mr. Alayemi o.
sir.
ṣe rí àdúrà tí ọkùnrin obìnrin arúgbó ọ̀dọ́ tí wọ́n ṣe fún yín lágbára náà ó máa mú yín lára lágbára lọ́wọ́ náà.
àmín.
ṣe rí mi ò kí ní program yìí o.
ẹ ṣé gan ni.
ẹ̀yin pẹ̀lú máyégún
ẹ ṣé gan ni.
ọmọ Lucas.
ọmọ Lucas bàbá.
gbogbo ìgbà tí mo bá ti ń gbọ́ program yìí ẹ máa ń rí lì ẹ máa ń fún wa ní courage.
ẹ ṣé gan ni.
ẹ máa fún wa ní courage wípé a máa débẹ̀.
ó confam.
Mr. Koiki ṣẹ́rí àti gbọ́ o àwa Nàìjíríà àwọn Yorùbá àwa tí a jẹ́ ọ̀dọ́ Yorùbá àti gbọ́ ilẹ̀ òmìnira yẹn Ọlọ́run bá dẹ̀ mú wa débẹ̀.
lágbára Ọlọ́run.
Ẹjọ́ tẹ bá fún mi ní time ẹ jẹ́ kí n sáré share.
ẹ go ahead ẹni gbogbo ẹ go ahead because you are even calling direct ẹ go ahead sir.
ṣẹ́rí ibi tí mi ti ń ṣiṣẹ́ ní 2019 ọmọ kan wà ń bẹ̀ ọmọ yẹn ó wá láti stéètì kan mímọ bí ìfẹ́ dárúkọ stéètì yẹn.
ẹ má dárúkọ yẹ.
ọmọ yẹn òun àti ẹgbẹ́ pọ́sìtì ni wọ́n wá lọ ṣiṣẹ́ fún olóṣèlú kan. ìgbà tí ọmọ yẹn máa dé ọmọ yẹn wà lórí àti mi because younger brother mi jẹ́ sí mi. wọ́n ṣe láti fọ̀ wá lẹ́nu rẹ̀. ó wá sọ fún mi wípé níbẹ̀ yẹn because ó ní deep injury tó gbé bọ̀ láti ibẹ̀ deep cut ó pọ̀ gan. wọ́n ṣe láti fọ̀rọ̀ wá lẹ́nu wọ́n sọ fún mi wípé pé òun pa èèyàn mẹ́rin lòun pa níbẹ̀ ní ibi tó wù lọ níbi táwọn ti lọ ṣiṣẹ́ fún politician yẹn. ó pààyàn mẹ́rin ó ń sọ fún mi pé àti máa wò pé in fact pé owó sàárà ni wọ́n fún òun pé owó yẹn òun tẹ olólówó tí wọ́n fẹ́ ó ní 5,000 imagine 5,000 ó nígbà tí owó tí wọ́n fẹ́ àwọn ẹ̀dá táwọn máa ṣí àrẹ owó tó kan òun ní 5,000 naira ni. wọ́n ti brainwash ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ èèyàn tó jẹ́ wípé wọ́n ti jẹ́ kí poverty yẹn kó sí ti ara wa tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n wá sọ wá di wọ́n sọ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọ̀dọ́ tó ní future gidi wọ́n ti sọ wọ́n di machine tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n lò ní àsìkò sí politics bá ti fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀. ẹ̀yìn máa jí kéèyàn gba 5,000 naira.
ó pààyàn mẹ́rin.
ó lè waste life ìgbà mẹ́rin. ọmọ tí mi sọ yìí ìgbà tí ó di pé ọmọ yẹn tí ọpọlọ ti tiẹ̀ náà padà ṣí tí ó wá fẹ́ back up kúrò ní ẹ̀yìn.
ọmọ apàwọn náà ni ọmọ apá ni ọmọ apá dànù ni.
àwọn olóṣèlú yẹn náà tí wọ́n lò wọ́n ní táìmù yẹn
ọmọ apá ni
wọ́n pa ẹ̀gbẹ́
ọmọ apá ni
ẹ̀gbẹ́ tí wọ́n rí lónìí táìmù yẹn wọ́n pa ẹ̀gbẹ́ ọmọ tí wọ́n ṣe ẹni tó jábọ̀ ó sì wà lẹ́wọ̀n ó ti náà.
tẹ́ ń gbọ́ wọ́n ti ń ṣe jàǹbá yẹn ti pẹ́ wọ́n ti ń ṣe ti pẹ́ ṣẹ́rí ní tẹ́lẹ̀ wọ́n máa ń sẹ́ndì wọn lọ sí abroad ìyẹn làwọn kan wà láàbùrọ̀ àwọn kú akọ nísìnyí wọ́n ti reform wọ́n ti change o ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wọ́n ṣiṣẹ́ fún politician tó ṣe jàǹbá wọ́n ti ń gbé labroad nísìn wọ́n ti settle down wọ́n ti bímọ but àwọn míì nù wọ́n tí wọ́n sọ pé ká keep wọn nàìjíríà àwọn kan máa ń sọ pé no lótìtọ́ lódodo àwọn ti ṣe mistake kò sẹ́ni tó lè ṣe mistake but ká tó wá sọ pé torí pé afẹ́fọ́ à nínú nàìjíríà ẹ máa ṣe jàǹbá fún àwọn ọmọ yorùbá ó kù díẹ̀ ni elédùnmarè máa arrest gbogbo yín ni ẹgbọ́n òsókè mọ́ gbọ́ yẹn gbọ́n mi.
àmìnà ṣẹ́rí ẹ ti jí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ yìí. èyí tí mi bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ yìí ẹ lè mọ iṣẹ́ tí gbọ̀ngàn ti ṣe underground.
ẹ má sọ kò tẹ̀ necessary. ẹ má sọ.
ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ yẹn ló ń bí nílé ètò kí ni ó ń gbomi láyà because mi ní láti jẹ́ assistant secretary ní ìgbẹ́ tí gbogbo ẹni sọ̀rọ̀ ṣé mi ní gbogbo èèyàn tí ó wà ní inú tí wọ́n wà ní ọ̀dọ̀ wa ní abẹ́ wa ní register almost 300 people nínú tí mo register fún ara mi. so mo dẹ̀ nígbàgbọ́ wípé by the time bàbá ń pùṣẹ̀ bó ṣe lọ yìí ọlọ́run máa mú wa dé lẹ́yìn èyí rẹ̀. Mr. Koiki, in fact, ẹ ṣe iṣẹ́ ẹ̀jẹ̀ ń fún àwa ọ̀dọ́ ẹ̀ ń fún wa ní kọ́rẹ́.
ẹ ṣé gan ni thank you so much.
ọlọ́run ọba àtúbọ̀ máa dúró sí i.
àmín ẹ ṣé gan ni thank you so much ẹ ṣé gan ni. lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin náà ni èmi tí wà máa ṣe rí ọ̀dọ́ tèmi youth mi ibi báyìí ni mo ti lò. I left Nigeria in 1998. I have lived there since then. So imagine mo ṣe tán ní 1995 ní secondary school. Àwọn tájọ ṣe tán tó lọ sí university before me. Ẹ mọ̀ pé tí wọ́n bá ṣe tán àwọn kan máa sáré wọ university ní Nàìjíríà. They don't have anything now. Kò ṣe pé a fi ń yọ̀ wọ́n. Àwọn ìyálé, bàbálé, wọn ò níṣẹ́ lọ́wọ́. Àwọn tájọ jẹ́ mate ni mò ń sọ yo. Yàtọ̀ sáwọn tó jẹ́ pé àwọn náà for one reason or the other they were able to leave Nigeria. Àbáwọn kankan tó jẹ́ pé ọmọ fáwọn kan wọ́n brilliant. Àbí Nàìjíríà ò ṣiṣẹ́. Ẹ ti get number ẹ lisa ẹ̀gbọ́n mi ẹgbọ́n sókè.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Ekaro.
Yeah.
Hello, Ekaro.
I'm going.
Yeah. Mo save number.
Yeah.
Mo make contribution push takuntakun Ọlọ́run máa ràn yín lọ́wọ́. So, contribution tí mo kàn fẹ́ make ni pé mo gbọ́ tí èèyàn kan ní òun lọ sí gbèríko kan tí wọ́n náà ti lọ rí ìyá tó fi ṣan orúkọ yín. So, kí ni ẹ̀kọ́ come to my sense to say, jẹ́ kí Yorùbá nìkan ní rédíò that's transmitting from, I don't know, maybe from UK over there. Some are transmit sí gbogbo Èkó. Some are in rural area. Some are transmit. But in sort of buying, they can be listening to what they are doing in radio. You understand?
Yeah.
Hello?
Mungboyi, my response. Mungboyi.
So what I'm saying, àwọn èèyàn tó bá wà ní Nàìjíríà wọ́n lè máa fi opportunity máa gbọ́ nínú rédíò tó
ẹni sùúrù. When people come up with the radio, is either they were aware of the one that was being in the process or they are not aware. And I'm just going to bring it up today. Bia Eshengba program one, a radio was meant to have started since last year. I don't know how far you have been listening to us on this platform. Enisuru, just for the benefit of others. Enisuru, my favorite response because our radio is still an issue that people come up with all the time, whether indirectly or directly. The radio cannot be set up in Nigeria because they will attack it when we were going to use an FM transmission. The money that was raised for the radio was delivered, and that process, Koda Asat Ano, Moshiba Prof sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ẹ̀, and it will come back on. Ìyẹn tí agbédání tí a fẹ́ ṣe tó ń pè ní shortwave. Shortwave nìkan ló lè wọlé nísìn. There might be some other ways, but the shortwave yẹn nìkan the government will stop because it will come through the shortwave, not through the FM. FM wọ́n lè pick it because àwọn náà ti ní technology tó lè fi trace it down níbikíbi tẹ́ bá gbé sí. It doesn't matter whether it's outside Nigeria or in Nigeria. And tẹ́ bá dẹ̀ invest the X amount of money sí ọ̀rọ̀ rédíò nínú Nigeria, tí government máa rí wọ́n máa take it down, wọ́n dẹ̀ máa knock it off. So, but with the shortwave, that shortwave is what is about to come back. There was a delay of almost 8 months now from the time that we should have started that project. While I was in Nigeria, Larry Zowoyen. So that one will come back, and when that comes back, it's expensive, but it might just be maybe 1 or 2 hours in a weekend, but at least people will know it's there. But for the time being, it's good that people are saying that what in God message you are, most of people inu oko gidi ni mo sọ ni ẹni tó pè mí lánàá ẹni yẹn ìkólóhùn ti ṣiṣẹ́, but only farm ni axis yẹn àbúrò mi ni all the time ni ó dẹ̀ máa ń sọ pé inú oko ló ti ń gbọ́ wa. So tí èèyàn kan náà bá sọ pé wọ́n gbọ́ wa níbi búkà, àwọn èèyàn the message is filtering through, but definitely we need more message to continue to go, and that's why we are saying, what can we do more now while we are still waiting for that radio to come back on live? Which is to come back on. We can still do stickers. We can do posters. To be billboard, it's a message. So we will continue. Yes, we can't expect everybody to sit down and watch 4 hours, 3 hours on the internet. But the most important thing is the message is trickling down. Then you know about say 1,000 stickers. And you 1,000 stickers. Because I think the problem people are having is because that budget needs to be cash and go and we went involve. I keep saying that. You can't forget it. Movement involves money. Awaiting low energy. And the only way we can get the message out is you can see 24 hours. The Google media have sorrow. Tell me, Mama, sorrow. Tonisi, another person must sorrow. Everybody must sorrow. Yes, not at all. I want only mark boy that. But time by time we will get there. But the most important thing is what boy declaration Yorùbá láti wáyé. Ìyẹn ló ṣe pàtàkì jù. Tí declaration bá wáyé, gbogbo àgbáyé ló máa dá sí. Àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́. But ká kọ̀ máa báṣẹ́ lọ, ká má sọ pé torí pé àìtí ní kankan, ká wá relax. Yes, effort is being made. Like I said, lórí ọ̀rọ̀ rédíò yẹn, èmi àti Prof. And Ọlọ́run dẹ́ rí mi, èmi àti Professor Akitoye ni mo sọ, a sì sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí, but I'm not going to go into too much details on that. So bó ṣe jẹ́ nìyẹn. Go ahead. Yeah.
Nínú contestant yẹn, èmi fúnra mi lọ graphic designer ni mi. I'm trying to do some things on my own. go on my own to say I can send to Nigeria to the print for me and send it to my village
you know,
and everything. So another thing mo fẹ́ chip ni pé mo gbọ́ program kan lẹ́nu máa gan. Tó ní àwọn location 419 wọ́n fẹ́ try láti hijack Yorùbá nation yìí tó ẹ jọ.
No problem. All right, thank you so much. I watched that video and I somebody sent it to me and I checked my time. It's about almost less than an hour. Shari ibiti or Denison. Toba biyan kan da nínú àwa tá ń ṣe Yorùbá nation gan. Kó sọ pé òun máa wá gbé wa fún àwọn politician kan. Tá bá ti gba Yorùbá nation, a ti padà sí zero. Kí ni mo pè? Zero. Olówó kan wà níbì kan, ó fẹ́ wá hijack politician. Kò sí nǹkan tó jẹ́ yẹn o. Ẹgbọ́ wa yí dáadáa, kò sí nǹkan tó jẹ́ yẹn. We are starting afresh. Everybody is zero. Mo ti kówó kan pamọ́ síbì kan, tá bá gba Yorùbá nation tán, mà wá pọ́ǹpù owó yẹn sínú Yorùbá nation, a tún fi disorganize, a tún padà sínú Nàìjíríà tá wà. Irọ́ o, kò ní wọ́kọ̀, ẹgbọ́ wa dáadáa o. So what we are saying is, we are not fighting the Yorubas that still believe in one Nigeria. We don't have any issue with you. And there are millions of them. They don't care. They're not interested in the breakup of Nigeria. But we know that when the declaration comes, it's either they are with us or they go to the north. And if they don't want to go to the north, we will all start afresh. Mori Israel, ṣé Dayo Israel ẹ ń pè tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ tapapapapapapapapapapa níbi tí ìyàwó Buhari ó jẹ́ kó máa béèrè lọ́wọ́ ìyàwó Buhari pé why are you living in Dubai? Kò ní béèrè yẹn, gbogbo wọn ló ti múlẹ̀. So if any politician kódà ọba kan tó bá ṣe páúpáú ẹ gbọ́ mi dáadáa tá bá gba Yorùbá nation tán tọ́ba kan bá kàn lọ ń jáde pé òun ti mọ àwọn politician kan àwọn ni kó wá ṣe senator àwọn ni kó wá ṣe kinní kan wàhálà máa bẹ́lẹ̀ gidi. Wàhálà gidi ni o. Èrè tá a sá nísìn, if the generation that will enjoy it and everybody will be equal. Just as I'm look, ìlú yìí ló dùn jù. Bí ṣe wà nísìn, right? Tí bá fẹ́ rí MP mi nísìn, mo ní láti ṣe wàhálà. Surgery ẹ̀ ní máa lọ, àjọ máa ń pàdé ní store. Èmi àti MP mi a máa pàdé ní store. Bó ṣe láti rí nìyẹn. Politics should not be where people become billionaire overnight. Politicians are meant to serve the people. Bó de ṣe máa rí nìyẹn tábà gba ṣe é fọkànbalẹ̀ tẹ́ bá ń fi pé bóyá tábà ti gba Yorùbá nation àwọn kan and that's the concern of people. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n sọ fún yín, there will be rule of law. Bí bàbá Ọ̀túnba Òṣèlú ṣe máa ń sọ, rule of law ni mo fi gbé nílùú yìí for more than 20-something years tí mo ti wà ní bíbá. Rule of law ni owó èmi náà kémi náà máa ṣàwọn kankan but òfin ni tó bá ti ṣe ó máa jẹgbẹ́ tó bá mú jẹ wọ́n máa mú ẹ. Kò sí bí wọ́n ṣe lè ṣe jàǹbá nílùú yìí. It doesn't matter how long they will come for you. Àwọn máa wọ ẹni. So kò sí pé a máa gba Yorùbá nation. Ìyẹn kan máa wá di gàba lórí wa. Kò sí kan wọ́n bí wọ́n dá. Wọ́n bí wọ́n dá ni mo sọ. It doesn't matter whoever it is. There will be rule of law. Rule of law ló máa wà. +44 74 044 05917. Like I always say, I am not a blogger. I am not a big blog. This is a media fully registered here in this country. And we are here to deliver ourselves from the nonsense country that was created. Ṣẹ́rí gbogbo àwọn foreigners tó máa ń sọ pé Nigeria is going to be great. It is going to be fine. No. Nigeria will never be fine. Because this country do not give us access when we are passing through their system. Imagine you want to go to a country, or transit visa because you are from Nigeria. And these are the countries that are telling you that we will be fine. So let us not be deceived. Especially pẹ̀lú àwọn òyìnbó. Ṣé rí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ máa ń pọ́n àwọn òyìnbó lé? Right? You are wasting your time. They are only there for their own benefit. Àtẹ̀wá pọ́n òyìnbó lé mọ́, ẹ̀ tún pọ́n àwọn Lebanese lé. Rule of law máa wà ó. Tá bá ti dá dúró tán. Rule of law. Kò ń ṣe èyí tí wọ́n géèyàn lórí. Kò sí investigation. Kò sí forensic. Kò sí anything. Nothing as wọ́n ṣe forensic. Oh my Lord of mercy. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí, we are not against any APC PDP. In tó bá wọn ni kọ́ máa ṣe. Ìyí táwa náà ń ṣe lọ kájọ máa ṣe lọ. But kọ́ máa dí wa lọ́wọ́. I have said it and I'm saying it again. Bóyá gbọ́ program yẹn rí ni. Ìjọ́kíjọ́ táwọn ọmọ yẹn bá pè mí pé bàbá Kóìkì wọ́n mú àwọn ọmọ wa kan wọ́n ń ṣe campaign tí mo dẹ̀ bèrè pé wọ́n gbé ìbọn dání ni wọn ò gbé ìbọn dání ẹ kí lọ́wọ́ mú dání tó fi mú wọn ẹ wọ́n mú pépà dání àti awareness ṣẹ́rí police station yẹn ó di -1 Koiki ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ police station yẹn nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ó ti di -1 kò sí lára police station tó fẹ́ tẹ̀lé wa wọ Yorùbá nation nìyẹn ẹ̀yẹn fi tó kù sílẹ̀ ibikíbi tó bá ti mú àwọn ọmọ wa tí mo confirm pé tí wọ́n bá bọ́n lọ́wọ́ wọn ni wọ́n máa bá bọ́n lọ́wọ́ ẹ kí ló wá mú wọn fún ẹ̀wọ́ dé fìlà ọlọ́pàá wá mú wọn sí station police station yẹn ó di -1 ó ti yé yín -1 because we are not going to sit back and allow them to intimidate us anymore a ṣe ń push díẹ̀díẹ̀ ni but a fẹ́ push ó kù díẹ̀ ni kò ń ṣe pé a lè máa give order kò ń ṣe order tí máa wá sórí social media no àwọn tí mo bá sọ̀rọ̀ wá mo ń bá àwọn èèyàn sọ̀rọ̀ lójoojúmọ́ lẹ́yìn lójoojúmọ́ but it's a peaceful movement òun la gbé dání but tó bá tọwọ́ bọ̀ wá lẹ́nu a máa tọwọ́ bọ̀ wọ́n lẹ́nu padà bó bá fìkà sí wa lẹ́nu àwa náà máa fi sí wọn lẹ́nu padà ó ti dé stage yẹn ó kù díẹ̀ let's go to the next caller ẹ bá a máa ṣe ní kíákíá hello caller kò wọlé so àbúrò ọmọ yẹn nísìn we are not asking anybody to attack anybody but if they come for us this time around we will go after them as well kò jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ so fact lẹ gbọ́ lẹ́nu mi yẹn kò ń ṣe pé mo ń ṣe wọ́n mọ̀ yọ sọ fact lẹ gbọ́ lẹ́nu mi ẹ sọ fún gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì bẹ́ẹ̀ pé ibikíbi tí àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá nation bá ti ń lọ tọkọ̀rọ̀ à ń ṣe campaign wọn tí kò ń ṣe pé wọ́n mú kóńdó dání wọ́n ná àwọn èèyàn lẹ́gbàá a máa tátán fúnra wa ní ẹjọ́ lọ kíyá mi ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò ẹ káàbọ̀.
ẹ káàárọ̀ my brother.
Good morning.
ọ̀dẹ̀ kí gbogbo àwa ọmọ Yorùbá káàkiri àgbáyé.
ẹ káàbọ̀ mọ̀ wọ́n gbọ́ yín.
ẹ kú iṣẹ́ gan ni.
àwa ni ẹ mà.
nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ contribute is just few points tí mo ti kọ́ lẹ̀. I've been trying to mi ti ní opportunity láti pè for a while.
Yeah, mo rí pa ẹ ti busy. I can imagine. Yeah.
One, àwọn politician wa game ni wọ́n play. Like that man, something around Smith.
Yes. Yeah.
That's the game they are trying to play again. Tí Ọ̀ṣínbàjò bọ́ síwájú pé òun fẹ́ contest for presidency. Ọ̀ṣínbàjò presidency will be the continuation of the cabal. Àwọn ló máa control is going to be under them. Two, àwa Yorùbá or the Yoruba politicians, you will see the mess. They are just fooling themselves. Ọ̀ṣínbàjò, Tinubu, Dele Momodu, Fáyẹmí, they are just stupid people all over the place. Wọn ò ní ọpọlọ kankan lórí. I'm sorry to say. Ṣebí àwọn ń wá sí ìlú wọn, ṣebí Akérédolú ló ṣe kúrò ní Germany. Is that the way they play politics in Germany?
Ẹ bá ń sọ fún ọmọ mi.
Ṣé máa rí àwọn èèyàn wa pé they are educated illiterate and they are fools, they are idiots. Wọ́n sọ pé wọ́n rúlù Nàìjíríà. Anyway, we are coming out of Nigeria. A máa gba òmìnira tiwa tó jẹ́ ilẹ̀ tiwa ní agbára Ọlọ́run. At the same time, àwọn pariwo insecurity, àwọn Fúlàní they are everywhere, all over the place. Wọ́n lọ sí bọ́dà ìdí ìrókò. There's security there. What about the borders in the north? These Fulanis from Niger, they are still coming every day. Our leader wa wọ́n ti sùn lọ, wọn ò rí yẹn. They can't say that. They are far from the truth. All they believe in ni pé kán ṣáà máa loot, kán máa kó owó, kán máa sọ pé wọ́n ṣe politics. Ọlọ́run máa fi ìyà jẹ wọ́n o, àwọn alálẹ̀ dẹ̀ máa jẹ wọ́n níyà. Bí wọn ò gbàdájọ́ ènìyàn, wọ́n máa gbàdájọ́ Ọlọ́run. It's high time for them to stop their rubbish, to stop their evil, to stop their wickedness. Àsìkò tó fún wọn, wọ́n ń ronú báyìí to stop it. Torí ìbínú Ọlọ́run ń bọ̀ lórí wọn. Bí èèyàn bá lè mú wọn, Ọlọ́run máa mú wọn. Number 2, àwọn ọba wa kan yára wọn ní ọpọlọ. wọ́n ń sọ wọ́n rò pé eré ni ìdájọ́ ọlọ́run ó ń bọ̀ lórí wọn ẹ wo aláàfin I'm sorry mi ò rí ọba tí wọ́n sin yẹpẹrẹ bí aláàfin rí àwọn ọba abúlé àwọn high chief ní abúlé wa ní oko wọn ò sin wọn ní ìsìn yẹ̀yẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn wọ́n mú ẹ̀sìn wọ́n fi balẹ̀ Yorùbá jẹ́ ẹ̀sìn wọ́n láti ẹ̀ ń sìn nílẹ̀ Yorùbá where is the religion where is the Islamic religion where is the Christian religion àwọn tó mú ẹ̀sìn wá bá wa they still practice their own traditional culture tó jẹ́ pé it wasn't diluted with religion àwọn ọba wa ìyà jẹ kísà sí wọn lára àwọn onílẹ̀ gbà fi ìyà jẹ wọn àfi tọ́lá tètè lórí wọn báyìí fọmọ nǹkan tó ń ṣe ọwọ́ Ọlọ́run máa bá wọn jà. So Yorùbá nation will stand it must stand àṣẹ Ọlọ́run ni ó dẹ̀ máa wá sí ìmúṣẹ lágbára Ọlọ́run Olúwa fún wa ṣe and the awareness a ní ìyà ti ṣe nǹkan kan maybe we will have a small donation towards it. I'm not too sure how we're going to do this.
Okay.
But we need to do more awareness. Ṣé báwo èèyàn campaign nílé? We have to do your awareness. So kí àwọn èèyàn náà kan máa gbọ́ pa wa pé àti back down. We are not going to back down. No. We will get there.
Definitely.
So ẹ kú iṣẹ́ gan-an. God
Thank you
bless
so much. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ wà nílé. You can still believe in APC until we cross the hurdles. You can still believe in Showore, believe in one Nigeria, but I can tell you, look, calculate the time I've lived here. I have not lived, look, Sherry, is it was a pinure ministry? If you play politics in Nigeria, I never played any politics, not even the local government and all that. I was going to secondary school, boarding house, I came back, but I left Nigeria just 3 years after I finished my secondary school. Mumbo Kola, any suru for a few minutes. I left Nigeria 3 years after Timothy secondary school. I want to show you me war university, Tajoje mate. Today, they are still in Nigeria, some of them. War, ni access the basic quality things of life. Emite mi kúrò for 20-something years. You see, Timothy Benny Louis. I have lived with these people, and with the things that we are saying now, we cannot tell you lies. The envoy tó ń bọ̀ láti UK ló fẹ́ wá sọ̀rọ̀ pẹ̀lú Channels Television tó gbé máìkì sí lẹ́nu àti TVC ìyẹn lẹ fẹ́ gbọ́ tí wọ́n sọ pé yẹn a máa ṣe this a máa ṣe that irọ́ bàbá ló bá dé bẹ́ẹ̀. Let's go to the caller that is with us. Hello, good morning, caller.
Ẹ káàárọ̀ ẹ̀gbọ́n mi. Ṣé ọ̀pọ̀?
Adúpẹ́ fẹ́lẹ́ dùn màrí.
Ayọ̀ ló ń sọ̀rọ̀.
Ẹ káàbọ̀ sà.
Ṣé ẹ ń gbọ́ mi dáadáa sá?
Loud and clear.
Mi gbọ́ o, ṣé ẹ ń gbọ́ mi dáadáa?
Loud and clear. Ó wà PM speaker náà ń gbọ́ yín dáadáa.
Ṣẹ́rí, mo fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ lórí important Yorùbá nation wa. Bàbá, mi fẹ́ ká tí ń wo nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ yìí. Ẹ wo education tá à ń ṣe Nàìjíríà. Kí ni purpose ẹ̀ gangan lórí ìlú wa yìí mọ̀? Èèyàn tó bá ní ká má gba Yorùbá nation yẹn ó gọ̀. Màá dẹ̀ break ẹ̀ fún lẹ́ni. Nígbà tá à ń ṣe education, a ní ẹ̀sìn tí wọ́n gbé wá fún wa kó jẹ́ Christian, a ní ẹ̀sìn kan gbé wá fún wa kó jẹ́ Islam. Kí àwọn ẹ̀sìn méjì tó wá, báwo la ṣe máa ń ọ̀nà àwọn òbí wa wọ́n bá ṣaláìsí? A máa ń tẹ́ wọn dáadáa ni, a máa ń tọ́jú wọn, à ń gbé wọn yàgàyàgà, à ń tú wọn sí wòwò. Ká má tí wàá sọ ògidì ọba. Ṣé modernization ní Islam wọn gbé ṣé nǹkan tó fẹ́ fún wa ni? Pé sọ́rí ẹ mọ̀ mí dáadáa lórí ètò yìí.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Mo wà fún Yorùbá nation. But ìgbà míì ibi tá a bá ṣe mistake, àwọn èèyàn wa a máa sọ fún wọn pé Yorùbá nation gangan ni. Ìwọ kó bá jẹ́ Muslim àti Christian, kọ́kọ́ gba Yorùbá nation. Ìgbà yẹn ló máa jẹ́ kó understand the ẹ̀sìn kan gbé wá ìkan fún ẹ. Nígbà tá à ń sin irú orí adé tó jẹ́ pé Bible gan sọ ń pa ọ̀wọ́ orí adé kóun mọ̀ ń pa wọn. Ó jẹ́ pé ní àṣà wa à ń yẹ̀yẹ́ èèyàn tó bá tiẹ̀ wà láyé ká má tí wàá sọ̀gbà ó bá kú. No, Islam Christian lèmi o. Tá a bá fẹ́ gbé Islam wọlé Yorùbá ẹ jẹ́ ká modify ẹ̀ kó máa gba Christian kó jẹ́ Yorùbá wọlé. kó máa gba aláwo kó jẹ́ Yorùbá wọlé because bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe sin Aláàfin yẹn o kò tọ́ sí ní tèmi o èmi ò believe o ló make sense because kẹ bá ní ẹ̀ ń téèyàn sílẹ̀ ṣé kẹ bá tẹ sílẹ̀ ló máa jọ wọ̀ ọ̀hún ni pẹ̀lú gbogbo ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tó ti ṣẹ̀ no ó yẹ ká pọ́n lé ni ẹ jọ̀ọ́ èèyàn tó bá jẹ́ ti dúró pé ká má gba Yorùbá nation yìí ó mì pé ẹ̀sìn tó ń practice lọ́wọ́ yìí ẹ̀sìn yẹn ń tako àṣà ẹ̀ kó wake up ẹ̀sìn ò lè flourish ẹ̀sìn ò lè wà pa nínú ìdí láì má sí àṣà onítàn nínú ẹ̀ o because kí ẹ bá fi àṣà àwọn onítàn sí ẹ máa bá àwọn áàfù ìlú yín jà áàfù àwọn ẹ̀yà yín àwọn yẹn bẹ́ẹ̀ ní ẹ̀sìn yẹn sọ pé kẹ bá sọ̀rọ̀ èmi jẹ́ Christian o ẹ̀yin Muslim èmi ò like style ẹ̀ lò yẹn at all because kò ṣe pé kéèyàn bá kú kí ẹ bá tẹ sílẹ̀ kò ní wà àjọ náà no àjọ náà sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ yàfọ̀ ó yẹ ká fi àṣà wa máa fi tọ́jú wọn ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ṣé a lè ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ láǹfààní ní ojú ayé ẹ̀ come on
ẹ ṣe gan ni.
a gbọ́dọ̀ gba Yorùbá nation yìí o ká lè lé gbogbo ìdọ̀tí ẹ̀sìn ìdọ̀tí rámaràmá dànù ká mọ eléyìí ká mọ túmọ̀ ẹ̀sìn gangan.
Thank you so much. Let's go straight to the next caller quickly. It's 4 minutes past. This is a live broadcast at the moment. And as we continue to say, let's quickly go to the next caller. Hello, caller. Káàbọ̀ sórí ètò.
Kò ṣe Ọlọ́run àti kò máa fún ní ìfún àdágbára. Ìṣẹ́rí nǹkan tí fẹ́ sọ ni pé ẹ̀mọ̀ mi pé àmì ardent supporter of Yorùbá nation. But ìyàwó mi ó máa ń ní doubt. Mo dẹ̀ ti máa ń sọ fún láti láṣẹ pé tó bá ṣẹlẹ̀ ní ìlú yìí mò ń lọ sí Nàìjíríà nìyẹn anything tó bá gbọ́ pé tí kò bá jẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ikọ́. Níbi wàá tọ́jú àwọn ọmọ mo jà fún ọjọ́ ọ̀la àwọn ọmọ mi. Mo jà fún ọjọ́ ọ̀la àwọn ọmọ mi. Ó wá di lọ́jọ́ Sunday tó ìjẹta yìí tí bàbá rẹ̀ kọ́ ló ṣe ṣòtọ́ ṣe ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú Dr. Ali àti wọ́n àti wọn tóbi tó yẹn. Ọjọ́ ìyàwó mi ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ gbàgbọ́ nínú Yorùbá nation 100%. Tẹ́ bá ti rí ọkùnrin àti obìnrin tó jọ ń gbé nínú ilé. Tí ìyàwó bá ti agree pẹ̀lú Yorùbá nation yẹn pé Yorùbá nation yìí tó jọ agree papọ̀ pé ilẹ̀ ọba làájà fún kàtà máa ṣe máa wà. Gbogbo àwọn ọkùnrin tó wà lórí iṣẹ́ òyìnbó bá rí o àti obìnrin tó wà lórí iṣẹ́ òyìnbó bá rí o. Ọkùnrin tó bá gbàgbọ́ ní Yorùbá nation ó láti máa pressurize ìyàwó nígbà tí wọ́n sọ fún àwọn ìpínlẹ̀ nígbà tí wọ́n darúgbó nígbà òde ẹrù. Ọmọ tó tọ́jú fi àwọn tó ń bí sí ìgbà ẹgbẹ́ pé ìtẹ̀sí àwọn ẹni wọn kí anything. Tí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ń wáṣọ gbogbo nǹkan tí máa ń sọ sí àwọn ọmọ gbogbo ẹ̀ ṣọ́ra ìpínlẹ̀ wà ẹgbẹ́ ẹgbẹ́ ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ gbogbo nǹkan tí màá túnbọ̀ ṣe máa dá ní ìwà ẹ̀sọ́ pátápátá. Olùkọ́ ra mọ́gẹ́jì sílẹ̀ yìí tún nǹkan ọ̀sán owó ẹ̀sọ́ tó máa sanwó lọ kí ló dé? Ẹ̀bùn wọn jáwó lọ́wọ́ àwọn wípò yìí. Àwọn tó wà ní sábà mi tí ọkùnrin bá wà nínú ilé tẹ́lẹ̀ ń gbé pẹ̀lú obìnrin tóbi ò bá fi jìbù ní nǹkan tó ń ṣe. There will be problem because obìnrin á máa fà á tẹ́lẹ̀ ni. And I know Mr. Kọ́ńtì 100% ìyàwó wọn fi 100% nǹkan kan ṣe ni. Ẹjọ́ aláti mú àwọn ìyàwó wa náà ká mú ẹ tó bá mú ní ẹsẹ̀ kan kíta tó ń fẹsẹ̀ kan tó wọ́n láti mẹ́tẹ̀ méjèèjì sínú Yorùbá nation yìí ni advice tèmi nìyẹn láàárọ̀ yìí.
Thank you so much. Once again, it's now 4 minutes past. Again, we don't have any problem with anybody. You might not like the way we talk to you, especially if you are one Nigeria for whatever reason. You just love Tinubu so much. You know, there's nothing anybody's going to tell you is about Tinubu, it's about APC. But I've got to be honest with you. The British have a lot in stock, even if Tinubu becomes the president, which was never going to happen. Even if Osibajo, even Dele Momodu, even Showore, even those in the north, what they've done is they've given us this impression that Eloma sort problem here out, but our maje baba to ma wa leyin tell wa report it. And the question is that the kind of life you want to be part of? Let's look at this video behind me. Let me remove my video capture so that we can see it properly. Just look at that video. Imagine no Nigerians were told that this man is coming. Even if they don't want to tell Irawa Nisin. Imagine no Nigerians was aware that this man is going to be coming and we should all be there say, hey, our chief of staff. If truly we were one united country, we would have gone there and happy that we have our chief of staff in UK or chief of defense. And you know why? It's all because they still have an hidden agenda with what they amalgamate. They are concerned that the Commonwealth will break up when London Bridge finally goes down. And I'm not joking. Cherry Commonwealth, Oma, for pata the moment London Bridge goes down. Commonwealth, tell you, Oma break. And the only thing we can do now is to bring our people on the ground and get them ready. What do I mean by get them ready? For the campaign. But I want your way control the campaign. And that is when I normally put on this my beautiful hat. We will defend ourselves. But how do we defend ourselves if we are not prepared? Oh my, chaotic.
Hello?
Hello, princess. About mute the background. Mute the background there.
Hello?
Go ahead.
Ẹ káàárọ̀ ma. Yeah, kú iṣẹ́. Ẹ má jẹ́ kí àwọn èèyàn máa ṣe sọ pé a ti gba Yorùbá nation. Níwájú ọ̀nà tá a gbọ́dọ̀ pè bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Ìjọba máa jẹ́ ìfọ̀ lọ́lọ́mọ òkun rọ̀ mí. Ṣó ti yé? A ti gba Yorùbá nation. Ǹgbé mi rí fún ara mi ni. Ǹdè ọkàn mi balẹ̀. Ẹ má wulẹ̀ wo ẹ̀yìn mọ́. Ẹ máa lọ iwájú tẹ̀ ń lọ yẹn. Ṣó ti yé? Ní tí mo fẹ́ sọ nìyẹn. N táwa rí lásán yẹn.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We are there. As a lot of you, well, it's a pele tí mo fẹ́ máa fi control lórí M1 ni. Mo like ó dàn pele dá lórí mi. The control lórí M1. Ẹ rò pé Yorùbá nìkan ló ń bínú. Ìjọ tí London Bridge bá ti dákẹ́ pẹ́m. The energy will shift around the world. Kọ́lọ́n túbọ̀ fún lẹ́mìí gúngún àtàlàfíà. Just the same way. We are not going to be here forever, but we need to prepare the ground for the next generation. Tẹ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ gbọ́rùn Nàìjíríà mọ̀. Ìjọ tá bá ti débi tá à ń lọ tán finally. Ṣẹ́rẹ́ ìtẹ́ ń sọ pé currency wo la máa lò, passport wo la máa lò. Tá bá ti agree lórí ìkan tá fẹ́ lò template. Kódà a lè run yẹn fún 1 year, 2 years. And then we can change it again. But one thing is, I just want every one of us not to lose focus. And forget about Google. Sherry, I am saying it again. I want Osibajo to come out and tell me whether he attended a burial of somebody called Buhari. I'm talking about the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I want him to come out, not through his media aid, with his own voice. Toba saw, then I don't want him to tell Laulu, Laulu to release press statement and say, I think somebody is saying the Vice President and all that. No. I want him to come out and tell Nigerians whether he attended President in Nigeria, but whether he attended a burial ceremony of one person called Buhari. That's all I will say for now. Look at us very well. All these security operatives in Nigeria. Let me take off my glasses so that my glasses is not going to be deceiving you. Ẹ wò mí dáadáa. I'm talking about any security operatives in Nigeria. Look at us very well. Thank you so much. No, keep it. No. Mo fi gba call nisin. Ẹ jẹ́ n deliver message. Let me take it off from the Wi-Fi. Look at me very well. We don't have any problem with any one of you. Be it the Igbo working with them, be it the Yoruba, the Ishekiri, or be it the Hausa Fulanis. But let me say this clearly. Let me say this clearly. 2023, we will not have election in Yoruba land. Because the Yorubas are leaving that shit hole before the end of this year. And let me say this. Hey, stop it. Let me say this. We are not having any threats put out there. But we are saying that we will defend our land with our last blood. Gbogbo tó bá gbà pátápátá la máa fi defend ilẹ̀ wa. So gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí wọ́n kọ́ sílẹ̀ Yorùbá lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ tí ẹ wà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ẹ gbọ́ wa dáadáa. Ẹ gbọ́ wa dáadáa lásìkò yìí. Ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ti dé kò dẹ̀ sí tó fẹ́ dá padà. Gbogbo barracks tó wà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ìjọ tí declaration bá ti wáyé kò ń ṣe ti Nàìjíríà mọ́. A finá a sọ fún yín pé àwa la ní orílẹ̀ wa ló wà. Buhari kọ́ ni mò ń bá sọ̀rọ̀. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń jẹ́ òṣìṣẹ́ bẹ̀. Sójà nìyẹn, Navy nìyẹn, DSS nìyẹn. Ìjọ tí declaration bá ti dé a máa take over gbogbo tó ń jẹ́ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá pátápátá títí dé airport wa. Ẹ gbọ́ mi dáadáa. Ọdún yìí sọ́dún tó ń bọ̀ bí ṣe sọ Ọlọ́run ló mọ ìgbà tí a máa make declaration yẹn. Bọ̀ pé a ní make declaration yẹn kò sí bá ńlá ẹni tó lè sọ. À ń sọ fún bàbá Akíntóyè kó lọ máa prepare gbogbo tó bá fẹ́ kọ kó lọ fún wọn lẹ́mìí gúngùn. Ìjọ tí declaration bá ti wáyé bam gbogbo tó ń jẹ́ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá pátápátá will be shut down. There will be nothing happening until we decide when there will be movement. And that's all I will say for now. This is coming from KOIKIMEDIA as a platform of my own. This is not from Ilana. This message is from KOIKIMEDIA. The time has come that the Yoruba takes back what belongs to us. When the British were coming, they told us they were our friends. We allowed them into our kingdom. We explored along with them with the hope that we were all one. We showed them things. We gave them things. But yet, they gave us what we are dealing with now. And we are now saying that we would de-amalgamate away from what was amalgamated in 1914. And we will fight with the last man standing. Ìjọ declaration bá ti wáyé. Should you not listen to the instruction that will be given from that day, that means you as well are against us. I won't say more than that. I'm going to take maybe 1 or 3 more calls, and at exactly just 10:30, I'm going to wind down quickly. Let me return the last caller that called us. Once again, my name is OLAMILEKAN, and this is KOIKIMEDIA. Ẹ lọ máa gbáradì ẹ tẹ́ wá nílé. Ẹ lọ máa gbáradì dáadáa nítorí pé o tí mọ ibi tí wọ́n fẹ́ defend nígbà tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ bá délé. Bóyá àwọn ló máa bá wa defend the airport, bí àwọn ló máa defend the border, o tí mọ̀. Gbogbo ẹ̀ tẹ́ ń ṣe ní custom ẹ̀ ń díbọ́n ni. Gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá pátá àwa la ní. A máa decide níta fẹ́ ṣe sí with or without our own politicians. Once again, a very good morning and welcome. Looks like that caller is not there. As we're going to be winding out this morning again, You don't need to stress yourself. Don't go far away. Just know your environment, and that's all you need to do. Because you might be part of those to help hold the spot in your own little street. Let's go straight to the next caller quickly. Hello, caller. Go ahead.
Hello,
I only have about less than 15 minutes.
hello.
Go ahead. We can hear you.
In fact, inú mi tún dùn pẹ̀lú gbogbo nǹkan tí mo tún gbọ́ láàárọ̀ yìí. Inú mi dùn pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. Èyí ni oníkálukú ló máa sára jù. Lórí ọjọ́ tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ láàmú. Àwa gan-an àwa náà sì sílẹ̀. Wọ́n dálẹ̀ káàgán gbẹ̀yìn. Kò sí nǹkan tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀. Ní ìlú wa kò ìjòyè lè bàbá ẹ̀. Hello?
Mo ń gbọ́ yín, mo fi interfere ni. À ń gbọ́ yín loud and clear. Loud and clear là ń gbọ́ yín.
Ní ìlú wa kò ìjòyè lè bàbá ẹ̀. Ìjẹ̀búbọ̀ má wo kómìdí àìnà. Ọjọ́ kan yẹn ń kọ́.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni bàbá.
Àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ bàbá mi.
Ẹ parọ́ sà.
Kẹ́rí gbogbo gbàkígbà tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ báyìí àárín tí kò ṣẹlẹ̀. Lórí ìyá pọ̀. Bàbá ń sọ ojú nǹkan tó ń tẹ̀sán áńkẹ́ẹ̀tì lára àwọn ní pé àwọn kan wà á ń sọ fún ọ pé inú yóò bójú mu ẹgbẹ́ láti mọ̀ ṣọ̀kan. Wọ́n tún máa bú àwa yìí.
Ẹ má stress ara yín pẹ̀lú àwọn yẹn. Ọmọ bá wa lẹ́nu ẹ̀ ni. Àní disagree pẹ̀lú anybody tá a bá ti débi tá à ń lọ. Ọmọ bá wa lẹ́nu ẹ̀ ni. But everybody will be equal. Mo ń gbọ́ yín bàbá. Mo ń gbọ́ yín sà.
Èmi jẹ́ sọ fún wọn, ó dà ní àná ìyẹn tó ti pè mí, tó ń bú mi lórí fóònù.
No problem.
Ṣé àìníṣẹ́ ló ń ká mi lára? Mo ní ìyà òjẹ́ ní.
Ẹni tó ní ṣe àmọ́ ìdábà débi tá à ń lọ.
Mo fúnṣe àwọn ọmọ mi. Fúnṣe àwọn generation tó máa wá. Òun náà là ń jà sí. Ìwọ tó ń pè mí lórí fóònù tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ sí mi yìí. Torí pé òun lè jà ní. Bí ṣe ń ṣe irú náà láàrin ẹ̀ láti àwọn Fúlàní. Mo pò sí ìdí Tinubu. Ibi tó ti ṣubú ní ilé ọ̀dọ̀ Aisha.
Ṣé kò tẹ̀ tó ṣubú lọ́dọ̀ Aisha again? Èmi ò tẹ̀ rí yẹn. Okay.
Àti ọ̀dọ̀ tó ẹgbẹ́ ọmọ ọ̀gbìn.
Kó má lọ tọ́jú ara ẹ̀. Kó má lọ tọ́jú ara ẹ̀. Kó jẹ́ kí Fúlàní ló máa yanjú ẹ̀. Kó má lọ tọ́jú ara ẹ̀. Fúlàní ló máa yanjú ẹ̀.
Mo bọ́ sí ṣubú mẹ́.
Fúlàní ló máa yanjú ẹ̀. Kó má lọ tọ́jú ara ẹ̀.
Àwọn bàbá ẹrú Fúlàní náà ṣe. Ẹ̀yin náà tún jẹ́ ẹrú Fúlàní. Ẹ wo kò sí ìgbà tó ṣẹlẹ̀ káàdúró.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, agbára Ọlọ́run ṣe gan-an.
Ó dàbẹ́ ní ó yá léyìí.
Ó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ pé kò ní ṣẹlẹ̀ yẹn.
Gbogbo ọmọdé ká fún tọ́jú kalẹ̀ sílé ní máa lọ kú bọ̀tà.
Awareness ni ká sì máa bá lọ pé kò ní ṣẹlẹ̀ ẹ̀rọ lápá. Ó máa ṣẹlẹ̀. Igobi.
Àbẹ́gbọ́.
Ẹ ṣé gan-an bàbá mi. Thank you so much. Ẹ ṣé gan-an sir.
Gbogbo ọmọdé ká kó bá tọ́jú sílé. Èdè kéèyàn lè tọ́jú sílé tó jẹ́ pé inú kú ló ń tọ́jú ẹ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀ máa jáde.
Ó ti yé gbogbo yẹn, ẹ má dárúkọ ẹ̀ púpọ̀. Ó ti yé gbogbo àwọn tájọ́ ń ṣètò gbogbo yẹn. Gbogbo yẹn ló mọ ibi tá à ń lọ. Gbogbo èèyàn ló mọ ibi tá à ń lọ. Àwọn àgbàlagbà ọ̀pọ̀ ní sọ́ni. Gbogbo everybody ló mọ ibi tó máa já sí. A ló mọ ibi tó máa já sí. Ó máa já sí rere ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ti dúró. Ó ti dúró tí kò sẹ́ni tó máa dá dúró. Ẹ ṣé gan-an ni bàbá wa. Wọ́n ti pínyàn kan pè mí ní ìjọ òní ìmúṣẹ̀túrí nọ́mbà yẹn ni. Wọ́n ní kinní kan Ọmọlúkà pé àwọn mo ti send nọ́mbà yẹn máa pé Ọmọlúkà. Ó kù díẹ̀ ní ẹ jẹ́ ká tètè parí ètò ní in another 10-15 minutes. Hello caller, máa override yín ká lọ sí Nàìjíríà, ẹ má bínú torí Nàìjíríà indirect ni. Ẹ má bínú caller tó ń pè láti US, mo override yín ni. Ẹ go ahead. Ó yẹ go ahead sir, ká tètè ṣe kíákíá. Ẹ go ahead, ká lè jẹ́ kí ẹ wọlé.
Inú mi á dùn. Abẹ́gbọ́n mi.
Mo ń gbọ́ yín bàbá mi.
Tí election Ọ̀ṣun àti Èkìtì yẹn tó bá tí Ọlọ́run bá fún wa ní agbára láti stop ẹ̀ kọ́ máa rí ṣe. I will be the greatest, I will be the most happiest person on earth that day.
Ọlọ́run wà pẹ̀lú wa.
Abẹ́gbọ́n mi.
Ó yé mi.
Kí Ọlọ́run bá fún wa ti parí bí tọ́pù ẹ̀ fún ọ̀gá election yẹn ṣe. The most happiest person on earth in my religion.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká fi hàn sọ́wọ́ bàbá Elédùmarè gbogbo ẹ̀kọ́ la máa sọ lórí ètò. Ẹ ṣé gan ni bàbá wa ká tún jẹ́ kẹ́lòmíì wọlé. Thank you so much.
I'm not from Ọ̀ṣun, I'm from Ìjẹ̀bú. Ìjẹ̀bú ni mí.
Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Ó yé mi.
Ìjẹ̀bú ni mí.
Ẹ ṣé gan ni sọ.
Àmọ́ àájọ ìkókó election yẹn kọ́ máa lè ṣe kọ́ máa ṣe lè ṣe báyìí àti òmìnira.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká dé yẹn mọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Ẹ ṣé gan ni bàbá. Ẹ ṣé gan ni sir. Thank you so much. Ká fẹ́ lómi láàyè. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin bàbá wa. Ẹ jẹ́ ká wá lọ sí ìlú Amẹ́ríkà níbi tí ẹni ti dúró. Ẹgbóhùn sókè ẹ ṣe wà bẹ́ẹ̀ mo tẹ̀rọ pé ṣé mo mọ̀ rò pé tí cut off ni. À ń gbọ́ yín ẹgbóhùn sókè nísìnyí. Ẹni tó wà ń bẹ̀. Hello caller, you're live now. 772.
Yeah, ẹ káàárọ̀.
Ẹ káàbọ̀ sir.
Stephen ló ń sọ̀rọ̀.
Okay. We can hear you. We can hear you. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, mo bá bàbá àrùkọ yìí sọ̀rọ̀ kan some days ago about Yoruba nation. And yesterday I was opportune to talk to Mayowa as well. Because we realize that there is a particular area that we are still cover. Still there and put me constant because I personally am a cybersecurity expert and I'm an certified ethical hacker. So most people it's not the right time that cover our IT specialists who are together and form alliance at the training because technologically we need to defend ourselves truly. And if there's anything, we need to defend all the platforms. And it is high time we form this alliance together. I discussed that with Michael yesterday, and he said I should send him an email also, which I did, but I've not gotten his reply. I've discussed with Baba Okole, which he took it up also. So I'm willing to discuss this with you because I'm giving myself, because any moment can go to that day, any moment can solo. Do you understand? The only thing I know how to do right now is to give myself down. Gather IT specialists who are for our Yoruba nation. Gather train our volunteer so that we will be ready to defend our land and be ready to get the defend it. Somebody get offensive, we will give them. My own opinion.
All right. Reach out to me and let's have conversation after the program. I'll send my email info@koikimedia.com and then I'll pick up and then I'll get back to you.
Please send me the
info@koikimedia. Info@koikimedia. Just info@koikimedia and then I'll pick it from there.
Okay, info@koikimedia.com.
No, not at. Because it's a website that has its own email address. info@koikimedia.com. Yeah. All right. Okay then. All right. Thanks. Let me say this to all our followers on this platform. Go and prepare your family properly back home. There will be disruption. Prepare them. Get them aware that should there be any lau, any liu, they should be knowing what to do at the right time. No, I'm going to say that. This is going to be my last call. I'm going to bring the call to an end after this last call. Ebon's okay. This is our last call.
Yeah, ẹni kan tẹ́mi fẹ́ sọ ni pé àwọn tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ lórí Yorùbá nation yìí. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi?
Loud and clear.
A ní láti wà careful àwọn
àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ tá a máa sọ náà nítorí pé ẹ wo ẹnìkan wà ní ìfẹ́ dárúkọ ẹ̀ mú program ẹ̀ lẹ́nu ọjọ́ mẹ́ta ẹ̀. Ẹ wo ìyàwó MKO Abiola ní Amẹ́ríkà. Màmá yẹn pẹ̀lú gbogbo akitiyan tó ń ṣe lórí iṣẹ́ yìí. Tó wá yẹ káwọn kan tó wá máa bu ẹnu àtẹ́ lu ẹni tó jẹ́ olóògbé ọkọ wúmà yẹn. Tá a bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn tá à ń gbọ́dọ̀ kó irú wúmà yẹn bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn irú báwo lẹ ṣe rò kó máa fè nígbà táwọn tí ó tún wà nínú prógrámì tí wọ́n já síwájú mẹ́tọ́ tún bu ẹnu àtẹ́ lu ẹni tó jẹ́ ọkọ wúmà yẹn tó jólóògbé. Bí ìgbà kan pa spirit wúmà yẹn ni ó yẹ kẹ́ lè bárò àwọn èèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn máa sọ̀rọ̀. Wọ́n bá tiẹ̀ ń kọ̀ǹdẹ́mù àwọn tó ti síwájú wa àwọn leaders wa tó ti lọ kò yẹ kí ó wá jẹ́rú àwọn Awólọ́wọ̀ àwọn MKO Abiola tó fẹ̀mí ẹ̀ sílẹ̀ tíyàwó ẹ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ara àwọn aṣíwájú nínú Yorùbá nation yìí tó dẹ̀ ń ṣiṣẹ́ takuntakun káwa máa kọ̀ǹdẹ́mù ẹ̀ irú wúmà yẹn inú ẹ̀ ò ní dùn tó máa ń gbọ́rọ̀ àwọn program yẹn. Ó yẹ ẹ jẹ́ ẹ bá àwọn èèyàn wa máa sọ̀rọ̀.
Thank you so much for that, and that's the beauty of an open platform. That will be the last call for this morning. As we're gonna say, thank you so much. I was saying earlier before I almost got a call coming through. Your loved ones at home, let them know that there's insecurity in Nigeria. Let them know if and when anything occur or happen, what they should also be preparing themselves. Some might say nothing is going to happen. Just tell them that sometimes it is worth knowing. Let me say this. All the plans that the government is putting in place, the coup is not out of the table yet, but they played it down from intelligence. They are watching my program every day, just as they are watching Simon Ekpa and Mayegu and the others. And they know that we are here to continue to prepare the minds of millions of Nigerians that are not aware of what might befall on them. You might be getting a news in Nigeria, but inside the Aso Rock that is being controlled from Sokoto by the Caliphate is a different messages that they are delivering to them to prepare for the worst case scenario. The country has now completely collapsed. Don't think that the world is going to come in and tell you that. But the world will report it when the right time comes. The Yorubas are now out of Nigeria. But the only thing that everybody is waiting for is when is it going to be official? As far as I'm concerned, we are out. So when people say Amalo Empire called the British government in 1914, we don't need any royal father to come out and say, hey, Yoruba nation today. It is us, every one of us, that will make that final decision when the appropriate time comes. We must not be scared. Neither should we be concerned that it would have impact on so many things, which there's no doubt about it. Things will be disorganized, maybe for months, years. But the day that anything starts in Nigeria would also mean that the country is finished. The interim that you are hearing from somebody like Afe Babalola is part of the cook plan. Just put things out there. Filtered information. That's what they're doing. Let people's mind continue to divert, not knowing exactly where they want to go, but they will tell you, we want to do 2023 election. There's no 2023 in Nigeria. Whether prophetic, whether spiritual, whether physical. Even if some of you say there will be election, there will be so much chaos, according to what Pa Ayoadebanjo said. And those chaos will mean that if you do not prepare the minds of your own loved ones, apart from those that probably will hear some of our broadcasts, you will also fall into the trap. How are we going to protect millions of people should this all happen? How do we let our people to be protected when all this chaos is going to start? Because chaos is coming in Nigeria. The late Dr. Malafia Obadia said, and I quote, that this year they want to bring civil war to Nigeria. But if we declare Yoruba nation, we can then quickly defend the borderline. Some might ask, how? With what? With whatever that is within our vicinity. With whatever that is within us, we will use to protect the borderline. But one thing is, there is danger on its way. And the danger has finally get to us. And if we do not stop the danger, it will have impact on everybody.
Which is it for you, Dr. Obadiah? Do you think the government is unwilling or unable to protect the people of Southern Kaduna?
In fact, it is not only unable, it is unwilling, and we have good reason to feel that they are part and parcel of the killers. Let me make some revelations to you.
That's a very big allegation, Dr. Obadiah. The government is part and parcel of the killers. That's big.
Yes. Okay, how will the government just say, oh, it is revenge killing and so on? Then you leave it there. Oh, because it is revenge killing and so on and so forth. The body language of this administration, the body language of the state government shows clearly that they have a hand in the killings. No doubt about it. Because, you see, General Abacha, and people don't give him his due. Do you think you have tolerated such nonsense? And let me make some revelations, because some of us also have our own intelligence networks.
Okay.
Have met with some of the bandits. We have met with some of their high commanders. One or two who have repented. They have sat down with us, not once, not twice. They told us that one of the northern governors is the commander of Boko Haram in Nigeria. Boko Haram and the bandits are one and the same thing. They have a sophisticated network. During this lockdown, their planes were moving up and down as though there was no lockdown. Moving ammunitions, moving logistics, moving money, and distributing them in different parts of the country. They're already in the south, in the rainforests of the south. They're everywhere. They told us that when they finish these rural killings, they will move to phase 2. The phase 2 is they will go into the urban cities, going from house to house, killing prominent people. I can tell you, this is the game plan. By 2022, they want to start a civil war in Nigeria.
You don't have to believe him, but let's hear what Pa Ayoadebanjo says here.
My recommendation is that they should you guys change this constitution now before it is done. If you don't change it now, there will be chaos.
There have been agitations for self-determination, Yoruba nation, and all that.
My dear, many of you don't understand when I say I don't support secession, I don't oppose it. When they refuse to do restructuring, secession will follow.
And that is about it. Let's watch this before we start going.
A Council of States.
Well, and on that note, I'm going to say very good morning, and I'll be back whenever I'm back again. But for now, we say thank you so much to those of you that have watched us all the way through again this morning as we continue, to talk about our freedom out of the messed up country that was put together by the British government in 1914. We're not asking anybody to do anything otherwise, but we will tell you all the time to prepare for the worst case scenario, which is the most important thing, that you are allowed to defend yourself. My name is OLAMILEKAN. Sorry, those of you that was on Facebook, we were having some technical problem, and I believe I've been able to find where the fault is, and hopefully we will start the broadcast simultaneously, so there will not be all these one particular platform is a bit delayed. My name is OLAMILEKAN, and I would like to say thank you so much for being part of the program again this morning. I needed you by love for now. Have a very good morning from wherever you've joined me, or good afternoon, and have a very blessed day. From all over the world, the Yoruba nation has finally arrived, and not even anybody can stop it, because iṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run ni, kò ń ṣe tàwa náà. Àwa kọ́ là ń sọ̀rọ̀, àsìkò ti tó ni kílẹ̀ Yorùbá kó dá dúró gẹ́gẹ́ bí orílẹ̀-èdè tí ó ti wà látayédáyé ní ìjọba òyìnbó tó kó lẹ́rú tó tún change orúkọ ọmọ lọ́wọ́. A máa dá dúró, kò sí nǹkan tó máa dá dúró, a dẹ̀ ti dá dúró, bẹ́ẹ̀ ló ṣe máa rí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Bye for now.